that's a little bit close to the, oh dear, yes. Anyway, it's Monday. What a fantastic way to start the week with a Monday. It doesn't get any better than that. I've just had some good news regarding Music Thursdays. Should I tell them yet, Chris, that we might have Sparks coming in next week?
Is it definitely confirmed?
It's not definitely confirmed, no.
Oh, tell him anyway.
Well, so, this Thursday we have Jeff Wayne coming in. Very exciting Music Thursday. Then next Music Thursday, it's going to be on a Friday. Don't ask. Don't ask. None of your business. So shut it. But Sparks... definitely coming in, I'll say it. I'll say definitely coming in there. And if they don't come in, then Chris, you have to pretend to be a spark. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, so, yes, driving along Holloway Road, and there's like some rubbish mirror shop. I don't know. Can a shop sustain itself just selling mirrors? I think it's got to be a front for something. I don't know what. And there was a mirror outside, and it said, was £99, now is £59. There's a reduction of £40. You will never guess how they spelt the word was. W-A-Z. Now, that's Waz. That's Waz. And where I come from, Waz means having a wee-wee, doesn't it? That's crazy spelling. These dudes that run mirror shops should learn how to do a little bit of spelling, for God's sakes. Absolutely disgusting. So, my OCD is kicking in, and I feel the need to rearrange everything in the studio. Just so, which is a little bit, always odd when that kicks in, but sometimes you just have to do it. If you want to give me a call today, you're more than welcome. 0870 90 90 973. And just last night on the Triple M show, it was alright. Oh, we just had a load of kids phoning in swearing, though. God almighty. What was the point of that? We've got John's phone number, which we've handed over to the authorities, and I kept phoning him up last night and saying, why was that funny? Oh, yeah, it was funny. Why was it funny? So let's have no kids swearing today, please.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Sorry?
Huh?
What?
Is that who's coming in?
Yeah, do it again.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
That's going to go in a folder marked Agent Chris can't seem to save his life, and his timing is atrocious. Anyway. Been a busy weekend, busy day today. The builders have come in, they've finally started the bathroom, but due to tax issues, I've cancelled them decorating because I don't know if I can afford it. But anyway, so they started the bathroom, and I had to go and get some keys cut, a spare set of keys cut for them so they can let themselves come and go as they see please. I had 5.5 hours sleep. So I went to the key shop, which is also the shoe repairers, the cobblers, which is a word you don't hear very often, which is... why have the phones gone mental? Have I let out a swear? Which is also the trophy shop. If you want to get a trophy, you go to the key cutters / cobblers. Now, that seems like an odd place to go to get trophies. And also, it made me think... trophies are a bit rubbish, really, aren't they? I always thought trophies were a little bit special, a little bit magical. You got them if you did well in World Karate, if you were a fast runner, good footballer. Sometimes, even if you're a bit brainy, you got a trophy. And you go around some people's houses and they have a trophy cabinet full of trophies. Just trophies, trophies, trophies. And I always thought, well, trophies are fantastic. I would love more than anything in the world to have a trophy. Guess what? Turns out you can buy them for £5. They engrave it for another £2.50, £7.50 for a trophy. Now, I'm tempted to go to this shop tomorrow and get myself a stack load of trophies and start an Iain Lee trophy cabinet. I think you're allowed to do that. I think they're legally binding as well, if you just give them to yourself. If anyone's got any trophies, do me a favour, phone me up and let me know if you're proud of them or if they're a bit naff. I always thought they were excellent and cool and exciting. It turns out trophies are rubbish. Winners don't have trophies, losers have trophies. Fumi's in the Wimbledon.
Hello, that is me, Fumi. Fumi Banjo.
Okay.
Can I tell you why you are swearing like this? You are saying God damn it all the time.
I'm saying what?
God damn it.
Okay, and your surname is?
Banjo.
Okay, now that's bad. That's swearing in a foreign language.
No, it is not.
It's
You're making fun of my culture.
What culture are you from?
Nigeria, I'm from.
No, that's swearing. That is genuinely, I can guarantee with my hand on my heart, that is an offensive word in Urdu.
What is Urdu? Listen to me. You are saying what the hell? You don't.
This woman's not for real, is she? This woman's a fake, is she? Okay, right. As long as we know that. Carry on for me.
You don't believe.
There we go, busted!
You don't believe
If you're
me,
busted, if you're going to do a prank call, don't laugh halfway through it for me.
I am not making a prank call.
What is your real name?
My name is Fumi Banjo.
What
from
is
Nigeria.
your real name?
It is Fumi.
Well, you've got one more chance of your real name before I cut you off.
F-U.
There we go. F-U. Philip is in the South Norwood.
Good afternoon, Ian. I just heard you're going to have Sparks on sometime.
Well, Sparks are definitely coming on next Music Thursday, Friday, which means next week,
Right.
on the Friday, Sparks are coming in. Definitely, I guarantee it. And if
Right.
they don't come in, Agent Chris is going to pretend to be a Spark.
Oh, because they were in a great film, and I'd like to ask them about a film they were in.
What film were they in?
Oh, they were in the film Roller Coaster. Have you ever seen Roller Coaster?
Surprisingly, Philip, yet again, you have come up with
It's
another
a
film.
very good. It's called. It's a disaster. This is Mad Bomber on the loose.
The Mad what?
Mad Bomber.
A bomber. Okay.
Blowing up roller coasters.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the finale takes place. It was filmed at Magic Mountain, just north of Los Angeles.
Oh, yes, I know Magic Mountain.
And there's a concert going on, and who should be on at the concert but Sparks?
Sparks are playing.
And introduced by that famous American disc jockey, Charlie Tuna. Do you remember Charlie Tuna?
Surprisingly, Philip, I haven't got a clue who you're
Charlie,
talking about.
Well, Charlie Tuna is a legend in America, but he was also... he did some work on the old Casey Kasem. Do you remember the American...
Oh, so he was Shaggy?
Oh, no, he was the voice on the America's Top 10.
And he was the voice of Shaggy?
Oh, Casey Kasem was, yes.
Yes.
Casey did a lot of TV cartoons.
But apparently so, yes.
And Sparks are playing,
Yeah.
and they do their usual, having a smash-up while they're doing it.
Yeah.
And it is a very, very good. So it'd be interesting to find out, what it was like, what went on. And
Well, can you keep that question for
certainly.
for a
What day
week and
is
a
it they're
half?
coming in?
It's Music Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
see.
it's next week, and it's Music Thursday on a Friday.
Okay.
It's controversial.
And the other thing, Ian, while I'm on the line,
Yes, Philip.
did you see in the paper today that the Fonz is supposed to be doing pantomime in Wimbledon?
Philip, would you be impressed if I told you I've already got tickets for it?
The reason why I wondered, I'm sure that Steve Allen's going to have him on That Reminds Me.
Oh, yes.
So I thought that if he does it in the afternoon, you could drag him on the programme.
Yes, no. Well, we've already made moves to get Henry the Fonz Winkler on this show.
Wow, that'd be great.
When I say we've made moves, just when you said that, I went to Chris, get him on the show. So, hopefully, we'll do that. Although we can't get David Hasselhoff.
No. Well, no, and but it's going to be a great team, isn't it? I mean, you're going to have the Fonz and Bobby Davro.
Yeah, well, this is it. The Fonz in pantomime with Bobby Davro.
Yes.
Gee, dear God almighty, it's going to be insane. But yes, no, that was announced a couple of months ago.
Yeah, well, I heard rumours that it was going to be Ross Kemp, but I don't know whether... You hear rumours, don't you? There's so many rumours.
It's a good album, isn't it?
What is a good album? Oh, they've got the...
Rumours.
Oh, rumours.
It's Fleetwood Mac, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, I think it was. Yes, there's so many things going on.
Philip, have you... Now, listen, you're a man who's been around the world and seen things and no doubt known many ladies.
Oh,
yes. Have you... How many... No. Have you...
420... No.
Hey! What a night that was.
Yes. That was on a plane.
Okay. What? Have you... I can't top that. Have you got any trophies?
Trophies? Not really. Well, I've got a flag. When I was in America once, I got an American flag, where I met a certain lady she came from. South Dakota.
Why did she give you
I don't know, she just said, would I like a flag? It was a... Not a one night, no, you know what, you'll get me confused. But anyway.
I'm doing nothing, Philip. You're doing perfectly well yourself, mate.
No, well, anyway, there was this lady in South Dakota, and she gave me one of her flags, so I've still got it. It's a blue flag, a little tiny blue flag. I never thought I should have asked them all for flags, shouldn't I?
Yeah, then you'd have 7. Philip, thank you very much for that.
Okay, Ian,
there we go. I've learned a little bit too much about Philip. So, if he has sex with a woman, she gives him a flag. That's very odd. It's time now to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel news with Richard Haker.
Just watching the North Circular for you at the...
Mirror shops earlier on. Here's a vague, very non-specific, highly undetailed email from Alan. Mirror shops. There was one in North London in 1993, which was a front for criminals. Very true. Cannot give my second name. Wink, wink. What does that mean? And why would criminals be involved with mirrors? Unless it was I believe that some drugs are taken off of a mirror, but that seems an odd thing. Oh dear. 0870 9090 973. Tony!
Hello.
Hello, Tony.
You wanted to know about people that have got trophies?
Yes, I did. They're sad, aren't they?
Well, I got rid of probably 90% of mine because I counted them as being just sad, non-existent, not worth keeping.
What did you have trophies for?
Navigating on motor car rallies.
Oh, hang on. Just turn left here.
Well, a bit more involved than that, We're probably going a little bit quicker, and sometimes it was in code.
Well, hang on. What code? What code?
Well, the route instructions, instead of just giving you a straightforward map reference, they just gave you, a load of jumbled numbers, and you had to sort of sort out what it meant.
Well, I don't understand. How does that work?
Well, for an example, if you look at an ordnance survey map, you have spot heights.
Oh, right,
so already. A black dot and a 9 or a 53 and things like that. So
yes.
it follows spot
But
heights.
surely, this is the thing I don't understand about rally driving. Oh. You're following a preset course, aren't you?
Not all the time.
What?
Well, so, the course is preset for you, yes.
So, all the time?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1-0 to me. So, but why do you need a man telling you where to go?
This was on the public highway.
I'm very confused. So much so, I think my mind has been blown. You rallied on a motorway?
No. Motorways were banned, and so were A roads. You had to start at midnight.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is this like a gumball rally kind of thing?
Oh, no. It's all perfectly legitimate.
Right.
Night rallying used to be very popular at the end of the 70s and the early 80s.
It sounds brilliant.
It's very dangerous, Ian, because back then...
I can handle it.
Back then, not so many students went home from parties at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we used to go through Derbyshire Dales at ridiculous speeds, just ridiculous. It was a fantastic thrill, but nowadays you would probably kill somebody.
How is that legal, then? How was that legal?
It's because the routes are so twisty. If you work it out on a map in a study,
yes.
it averages out at 30 mile per hour. So the RAC and the local police force say, yep, OK, you can run your rally.
But you're really doing about 60 miles an hour.
If I've got to sit there and spend 2 minutes to work out what the route is, somebody's got to catch the time up somehow. So you end up doing breakneck speed. Ridiculous stuff. Crazy.
And so they gave you trophies for this?
We got various shields, trophies, cups, yeah. And
you've chucked them away. What was the big point when you thought, actually, trophies are rubbish, you can buy them for £5 in a cobbler's?
That's right.
Was there a point when you realised that?
There was a point when I thought that I've kept one because it was the local club trophy, and I was club champion. But some of the others were just sort of, they really were giving you something because you really were an also-ran, but they gave you one to try.
Just to make you feel better.
Yeah, but it's crap.
Yeah, Tony, thank you for that. There you go. It's crap. Spot on there. They're rubbish. And there'll be kids now. Will there be kids listening? No. We'll wait till they get out of school and then we'll diss them. The trophies you've got for being in a football team, for being a little bit fast at running, for anything, are worthless. And I had a trophy for coming second in the road safety quiz. I captained my team to the final of the road safety team quiz. Yeah, that's right. But you got a tiny little rubbish trophy, and they go brown after about a month. They get oxidised. That's a scientific term. Someone who's got no trophies whatsoever is David in Croydon.
I've got winners' trophies. You've got runners-up trophies, mate. Runner-up to Clive Bull and Mike Mendoza.
Here we go. We must be desperate if he's on at 3:20, this guy.
I've got a joke for you, which I couldn't tell you last night.
I don't want to hear it now.
Please.
No,
please.
No, there we go. You see, he was the only call we had. I still didn't want to hear his rubbish joke. It's as simple as that. Are these phones working, Chris? Are they working? Can you phone me up and see? Because I can't believe that people aren't calling in keen to talk to me. I find it so hard to believe that there must be something wrong with the system. 0870 9090973 is the telephone number if you wish to give me a call. You can email, of course, iain@lbc.co.uk, but the emails are a little bit rubbish. Now, Chris is trying to call through, and is not coming up on the screen. What does that mean? You're not on my screen. Is that you? Hello, Chris?
Hello?
Is that you?
Yeah.
But why do you sound like you're from space?
Because there's speakers in my control room.
All right. Why is no one called in today? What have I done wrong?
I don't know. Is it because we're talking about trophies?
What should we talk about instead, then?
I don't know. Oh, we got a caller on line 6.
Okay, nice one. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
I've got no callers today.
But we've had... You're the third caller.
Maybe it's just too sunny.
It's not that sunny. It's quite cloudy out there.
And it's not. It's lovely and sunny here, and your topic is so boring.
Oh, sweet Lord Alabama, maybe I've forgotten how to do a show! God almighty! What should we talk about, then?
Let's talk about...
Sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Let's not talk about sex, actually, because it's a bit rude.
It's 3:30. The children are coming out. You can't be doing that, Ian.
You cannot. That is irresponsible for me to assume the weight of sex education on my shoulders when I barely know where anything goes.
Exactly. You want a shoehorn or something?
Excuse me?
You need a shoehorn?
I don't need a shoehorn, no.
That's okay. If you have any problems, just use a shoehorn.
Okay. You're bonkers, aren't you?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. The third call of the day is from a mental lady. Let's try this one. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
You know those idiots and children who phoned in last night and tried to ruin your programme?
Oh, there's a lot of idiots phoning in and swearing, yes, very disappointing.
Well, I think the telephone people should invent a mechanism. Custard go down the telephone line and squirt them in the ear.
Don't they have that already in the Netherlands?
I think they've got it in Sweden, yes.
That would be it, yes. We should get that here. No, but I did take down all of their phone numbers, including a guy, a young lad called... Was he called John, I think he was called? It's not over for him, let's just say.
Oh, are you going to send a hit squad round to his house and throw custard?
Let's just say that we are triangulating his coordinates now, and we'll soon have worked out exactly where he is, and he'll be in very serious trouble.
Smear treacle in his hair, and then hang him upside down by the ankles, and...
Yes, we could do that, couldn't we, Chris? I don't know if we could do that. It's probably against some sort of law. We'll start the show again at 3:30. Jonathan!
Hello, Ian, how are you? All right?
Oh, comme ci, comme ça.
How good job did we get?
I did, absolutely. I'll tell you one thing I did this weekend.
Yeah, what's that?
I'll tell you. Yesterday, I had... Are you all right?
Yeah, fine, mate.
Lovely. Yesterday, I had a big clear-out of my drawers.
Oh, that was fun, wasn't it?
It was fantastic, rooting around, and I got rid of 2 sackfuls of T-shirts, jumpers and shorts.
I just love rooting through my drawers and clearing out. It, clears the mind. I'm sure it's therapeutic.
It is. That's the thing, man. I think it's good for your soul and your mind to have a clear out of stuff. And I want to clear the attic out next. I'm trying to build up so I'm at a confident stage where I can take the attic apart and just get rid of everything that's in there.
Oh wow! Have you got a full attic then?
It's full of junk.
Oh, I tell you what, I've been away to talk about being full. I've been a bit full of treats though. I went to stag weekend in Bilbao. Have you ever been to Bilbao?
Bilbao? Yes, Yasser was going to Bilbao recently.
Oh, good. Good job I didn't come to Yasser. Well, that made his eyes water anyway, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, exactly.
Yeah, we went up to San Sebastian.
Oh, shut up now, you torag.
You went up where?
It's San Sebastian. It was lovely. Have you ever been up there?
No, I've never, I don't know. Is it a mountain, is it?
Yeah, it's like a town on the coast, just north of Bilbao. It's a lovely place.
Yes.
First there is a mountain, then there is no mountain, then there is.
Right.
Yeah, see, it was just like that.
It was just like Donovan himself.
It was, as I was driving up we were being driven up through the mountains, me and a few friends.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a breakback mountain weekend, actually. It was wicked.
Fantastic. Well, you all pretend to be cowboys?
Yeah, it was excellent.
Good lad.
We kept saying the lines, those lines they keep saying in there.
I've never seen the film Brokeback Mountain. I'll wait till it comes on Sky Movie 7.
I will say it's really fun. It's great. It's a lovely film about love. It's just about love, which is lovely. We need more love in the world.
We need more loving and less shoving, for God's sakes, don't we?
Well, a bit of both, eh?
Steady on now. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yes, cheers.
There we go. It's a happy start to the week. I can give a stuff. Things can only get better is what that means, doesn't it? Which is fair enough. 0870 9090 973 is the telephone number.
If you're serious about making money from property in the UK or overseas, there's one event you cannot afford to miss. The Property Investor Show at XL London from the 22nd to the...
Agent Chris has nipped off to collect a delivery for me from the postroom. So let's say hello to Paul in the Ladbroke Grove.
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
Oh, Paul, it's good to be back.
Good to be back, eh?
In the words of Gary Glitter, do you want to touch me there? That was one of his songs. Can you believe that?
I know. It sort of has...
He was giving us clues. He was telling us in the 70s, and yet we didn't listen. Instead, we just danced.
I know. Yeah, it's because the drugs were better in the 70s than they were later, so they...
Paul, I'm going to have to go to the news, and during the news, I'm going to tell you off for making drug references. Naughty. They'd spelt was, Waz.
Waz?
W-A-Z. Waz, £99, now 59. No one is that stupid that they spell was, Waz.
No, I mean, a Waz is something I take the dog out for in the morning.
Yes, exactly.
That's mad.
It's stupid.
It's as stupid as the novel Gadsby not having...
Hey, we can't talk about that. Anyway, so have you got any trophies, Paul?
I have, because I heard you were in a bit of a hole and no one was calling in, so I wanted to say to everyone, can they call in, please?
Can they call in? This is insanity, because no one has called in. This is the quietest... Now, I don't know if the phones are down. I've got itchy ear. That might be something to do with it. If everyone's gone out on, like a special day out and not bothered to invite me, or maybe they've got wise and thought, actually, this show is rubbish, let's listen to something else on another radio station. I don't know.
It's a scary thought, isn't it?
I'm prepared to admit that maybe the dream's over.
I doubt it.
You never know. You never know. The way things are going, it's about time, you know.
Nah, you've got loads more life left in this.
Kill you all! Anyway.
But yeah, I've got a trophy. I did this motorbike rally for charity.
Yes.
In India. We went all through the Gap Mountains and it was 130. It was an amazing experience. Phenomenal. And they gave me this little tiny chunk of hardwood with a weird tin crested plate on it, which has gone brown. It went brown within seconds.
It sounds rubbish.
It was really rubbish for sort of raising $3,000 in charity and riding through the Gap Mountains, helping people after they'd gone head on into buses and trucks. And
but hang on, so you raised $3,000. How much did it cost for you to get over there and do it all?
All you had to do was raise the $3,000 and it was free.
Wow, that's craziness.
It was good.
Hey, can you believe the Sparks are coming in next week?
The Sparks? Oh, music! Music Thursday!
Music Thursday, Friday. They're coming in next Friday.
I thought you meant the electricians were coming in.
No! Well, maybe I've made a terrible faux pas. Maybe we have got some electricians coming in.
Oh, you have got the Sparks. They're great.
Sparks coming in, and during the news, I've received their new album. That's how good and how hot the woman at Sparks.com, I don't know, is.
Well, if she's free, I'm free. I'll take her out for a date if she's hot.
Sorry, what? How is this, you picking her up and taking her out for a date, come about?
I don't know. It just sort of seemed like an opportune moment to slip it in.
Now, come on now. What is going on today?
I don't know.
The one caller we've got is filth. Absolute filth.
Just a bit frisky, Ian. A bit frisky.
So, Agent Chris I don't know what he was doing at the weekend. I've got no idea what he gets up to. But
I think he goes to a swingers club.
I think it's possible he is a gimp. But he's up some road somewhere near where he lives. And there was people getting sign my petition. Come and sign my petition, please, if you'd be so bold. And he's like, okay, what's the petition for? And they said sign our petition to get paramedics into ambulances. Now, what does that mean? Who's in ambulances now?
The whole point of a paramedic is they're on a motorbike and they can get there quicker. You can't get an ambulance through the traffic.
Well, who's in an ambulance then? Who are those two dudes? Just like Steve and his mate Terry?
I think they're the people that make the tea when you're not feeling well.
I don't want them to come and pick me up and put me in the back of it. I want a paramedic there to save my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I thought that was an odd petition to... So, will you sign a petition? What's it for? To get paramedics into ambulances. Yeah, go on. I just thought it was an odd thing.
Yeah, what do they do? Make sandwiches in ambulances?
Who knows, Paul? Although, have you ever seen... Now, this... I once had to take my mother in an ambulance, but... Well, no, we got taken back from the hospital in an ambulance, that was it. And we had the two most beautiful women in the world take as ambulance drivers.
Oh, beautiful.
One looked a bit like a bloke, but was kind of sexy for it, you know. And the other was traditionally stunning. And they were, and I was there with my mum. You can't really be that cool when you're with your mum, but
it's a tough one, isn't it?
I was trying, and I was making a few gags and, trying to be a bit charming, but I tripped as I came out of the ambulance and fell over.
That never helps, does it? No, especially when you're getting on really well with the woman as well.
I look stupid, Paul.
Oh, but then again, some women find that endearing.
Yes, but the kind of women that find Norman Wisdom sexy are not the women I wish to be associated with. Mark's in the Tower Hill.
Hello, Ian, all right, mate?
Hello, Mark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just wanted to phone in. I was on the way home from Madrid the other day.
Yes.
And you was talking to Agent Chris because someone blew you out, the girl you was meant to meet for 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, yes, we do a thing. Let's do a quick recap. We do a thing where a listener can meet me for 22 minutes and buy me a drink, and we play those out on a Wednesday, and if anyone wants to do that, then send an email to iain@lbc.co.uk. And the girl, Andy, blew me out and stood me up.
Yeah, that's right. Well, when you were talking to Agent Chris, he was interviewing you, he asked you who your favourite caller was, and you said it was Mark, who used to phone up. And I hadn't phoned for a while, I wondered if it was me.
Well, you're from London, aren't you?
Yeah.
What did you call in and talk about?
When? Before?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you about how to do the magic trick of spinning the mic round, and I've told you a couple of things. Oh, I told you what the @ sign was for on a computer.
Oh, no, you were boring, Mark. No, it was there was another Mark.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, sorry, Mark.
Oh, my girlfriend's going to be upset because I convinced her in the car that it was me.
No, it definitely, I can say hand on heart, it definitely wasn't you.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right, then. Well, I like the other DJ more than you in the morning. What's his name?
Yep.
The one with an Irish name.
Oh, Terry Wogan.
O'Brien.
Oh, O'Brien, do you? Right, well, I'm going to cut you off then.
Right, then.
There we go. We need to hunt down, I did say my favourite caller was a guy called Mark from London. If that's you, 0870 9090 973. Paul!
Ian, hello.
Hello, Paul.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm fine. I'm really tired, because I got in late last night from Triple M, and then I was on the internet and couldn't sleep, and got to sleep about 2:30, and then my builders turned up at 8 o'clock, so I've had 5.5 hours sleep.
That sounds about normal for me, actually. I get about 5.5, 6 hours sleep.
I can't do it, man. And I was up and I kept waking up in the night a couple of times, but I can barely keep my eyes open.
You want to go on MySpace, because that actually is a good cure for insomnia, that is, for me. If I get a bit, can't sleep, I'll go on MySpace, and that seems to whack me out these days.
Yes. Well, I was on MySpace last night, before I went to bed, just
all right, okay.
tending to my business. I've nearly got 3,000 friends now on MySpace.
It's quite scary, because when I joined there, you had about 1,500, I think it was, and that was about 2 months ago.
I got about 2,700. I will have 3,000 by, let's make a date, by the beginning of October. By the end of this month, I will have 3,000 friends.
I'll have to help you spread the word then, because I don't know if you'll make it.
I'll make it. I'm getting well, not that many in a day, actually, but I'll make it.
You think you will?
Yeah, definitely. MySpace.com/The Real Ian Lee. There we go. That's another 20 friends.
Okay, right. Well, I'll check tonight and see if you have got 20 or not.
Lovely.
I don't think you will.
Shut up, man. Stop daring me. Of course I will.
Okay. What I actually phoned about was trophies.
Yes.
I agree with you. They're rubbish.
Have you got any?
I have, yes. Well, what it was, I had a quiz for work last Christmas, and what they did was they went down to, is it Simpsons or something like that, where they do the key cutting and the...
Oh, yes.
And they bought a little trophy about the size of an egg cup for the winner of this quiz.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't even actually include it. They just got a bit of paper and sellotape the paper on saying who'd won it.
I remember being a kid, though, and being so impressed with trophies and with shields. Do you remember shields?
Well, I don't remember shields, but my dad actually had a load of trophies for go-karting, where he actually had a little model of a man on a go-kart as the trophy.
But it's just made by the dirty boys that cut keys.
Yeah, it's like moulded plastic, not even metal.
Why? I don't understand why they're associated with key cutters, and why shoe repairers are associated with key cutters. How did those three diverse businesses end up under the same roof?
Exactly, and what's next? Where's it going to end? They're going to start being butchers and selling umbrellas?
Oh, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
They would, yeah. 2 keys cut and a loin of pork, please.
Paul, thank you for that. Simon is in the Orpington.
Ian.
Simon.
Ian.
Simon.
How are you?
Yeah.
Fair enough. On Friday, you was going on about Mr. Hoff.
David, I keep going to say Dustin Hoffman. That's David Hasselhoff, yes.
Yeah, he's bringing out the song Jump in My Car.
I believe that is correct. You mean...
Jump in my car. I wanna take you home.
Yes?
Yeah, apparently it's coming out in the first week of October.
Oh, hang on. Yeah?
And it was originally sung by the Ted Malari Gang.
I've got it. I've got both versions.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've got the Dustin Hoffman. I'm going to call him... If I say Dustin Hoffman, I mean David Hasselhoff, okay? It's just because every time I go I mean to say him. I've got the Dustin Hoffman version, and I've got the original version. Now, the original version is rubbish.
Have you seen the video yet?
For the Dustin Hoffman version, yes, it's superb.
Oh, yeah.
We played the song last night on the show.
Oh, I missed it. I couldn't... My stereo's at the wall at the moment.
Don't give me that nonsense. What were you doing last night?
I was playing on my Xbox.
There we go, you see. Simon, don't lie to me. There's no... If you weren't listening, you weren't listening. I don't care, you know. I'm disappointed. Of course I'm a little bit hurt. But... And what were you playing on your Xbox?
Project Gotham Racing 2.
Oh, old school. I was playing Dead Rising.
I'm just waiting for Tiger Woods 2007 to come out.
Yeah, I bought Tiger Woods 2006, didn't know there was a new one coming out. Anyway, let's stop, because we're losing even more listeners now than we were. Was that it, Simon?
It is, yes.
Lovely, thank you. OK, it was pointless. He called in to tell us stuff that we already knew. James.
Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello, Ian.
Yes?
I'm just ringing in because you said there was an episode of Lost that you watched which made you stand up and clap in the second series.
Was there now?
Now, I just wondered what it was, because I've watched the whole series now, and I'm not sure which bit it was.
Well, I did applaud... I watched the end of the series again last week, and I applauded at that, because I was with a group of people, and we applauded in a slightly poncy way. But
was it the bit where Locke got his legs trapped, and the stuff flashes up on the screen, and you see where all the other hatches are?
Yeah, it may have been. That was...
Or was it Anna Lucia?
No, that wasn't... No, that was...
You said it was around about episode 6 or something. I didn't see anything that made me clap.
I can't remember that far back. Maybe... I don't know. There would have been something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sorry. Hey,
never mind.
New series starts in the States in a month.
Does it?
3 weeks.
Oh, have you seen any of the news? Any of? Well, you've just seen the end of the second series, then, eh?
I've seen the end of the second series, and I've seen trailers for the new series.
Have you spoiled any of it by looking at spoilers?
No. I know. I'm working with a man. Give me one more minute of indulgence. I'm working with a man who's read the scripts for the first 6 episodes, and he won't tell me anything though.
Because I heard there was an interview with the guy, the Hobbit guy.
Yeah.
And he said there's a point when he was filming it when he thought it should end, and it didn't end, and they asked him to carry on filming.
Yeah.
And it should have been, that's when it should have finished.
Well, the Hobbit guy, it's got to be said, is a little bit of a muppet, but I don't really like him. Thank you for that, James. Time now to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel news with Richard Hakier.
Got some problems at the moment over in the...
Yes, 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. Mark is in the Hanwell.
Hanwell? Hello, I'm in Stansted, mate. Hanwell, what's he going on about?
Chris, what are you going on about? He's in Stansted, mate, not Hanwell. Hanwell?
Hanwell?
Yes.
Over Westlow. I was there earlier.
All right, well, steady on.
He's spying on me, isn't he?
Yes, exactly. He's trying to cause trouble. Ignore him, you're better than that.
Yes, I am, I know. Listen, the reason why I'm ringing in, first time I've actually rung you, I've spoken to the other geezer in the morning.
Oh,
right? Yeah, well, I don't ring in that often, so he cut me off once.
Which one, Ferris or O'Brien?
O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Genuine mistake, but never mind. I never swore, but never mind.
Who the hell is James O'Brien?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I prefer you, mate. You're more funny anyway.
Good lad. Keep going.
Right, Sparks.
Yes.
When I was a kid, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm nearly 40 years old. Is that Sparks is a group with the bloke on the organ with the little dodgy moustache?
The little Hitler moustache, yeah.
It's a scary hell out of me when I was a kid. I was a nightmare, though.
They used to be terrifying. There's that famous, thing of them on top of the pops doing "This Town Ain't Big Enough."
Yeah, that's right.
And they look awful.
You.
Yeah, it's frightening.
And he would stare at you. Anyway, what's going on with your show today?
Excuse me?
It's quiet, isn't it?
It's a little bit quiet today, but it's...
You know what it is? I've noticed a difference for you. Since you come back from your holiday...
Yeah.
It's changed.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
Oh, no, it used to be... I don't know. It's not so many people ringing in, or funny people ringing up. You're getting, a load of, that geezer said earlier on, a load of idiots ringing up.
Yeah. But that all changed when we went on holiday, did it?
Yeah, since you've been back from holiday, it's been very quiet. Because, I listen to Ferret in the morning.
Yes.
Plus James.
Yes.
I skip her out in the middle because she actually bores me to tears.
Okay, horses for courses.
I know, some people might like it.
Some people love it, yeah.
Well, so it's changed.
Well, Mark, I feel that we're losing you. What can we do?
No, you're not going to lose me. I can still sit here. I don't know. When you, I don't know. Sometimes you stick people up against each other, and you just leave it. Right? You just sit in the background, and people are yapping away at each other.
Yeah, we still do that though.
I don't know. I haven't heard it before. I haven't heard it for a while.
Oh, well, we still do. You've obviously not been listening all the time to every single...
Well, no, because I'm in a lorry, so I'm where I am now at the moment. I just pulled into Stanley Services, so me break.
We time it to just when you get out of your lorry that we put someone else up against someone else.
Yeah, it's normal. I mean, like, I ring my mate up. He always listens as well. He works in London. I ring him up. I say, oh, put him on quick. I said, he's having a right old wind up here.
Yeah. And he doesn't... Your mate don't like it?
No, he loves it. He thinks it's brilliant.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying. So you're saying that the show... we're still brilliant. The show's still brilliant.
The show is brilliant. You're brilliant, right? I think you should win that award, not Nick Ferret in the morning.
Well, yes. Thank you, Mr. Sony.
No, because you do a different style of radio.
Exactly. There we go. We wanted to go to New York on September 11th. They wouldn't let us go.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, but he's a bigger name, isn't he?
Would not let us go. They thought, we wouldn't do it seriously. Unbelievable. Anyway, but so you think it's good, but you think it's changed?
Something's changed. I don't know if you've had a slapped wrist for doing certain things or whatever.
Yes.
But anyway, if your government's thinking of getting rid of you, he's an idiot, mate, if he does.
What? Where has that come from? If my governor is thinking of getting rid of me, he's an idiot? What? Is there something going around on the internet that I'm unaware of? Yusuf!
Hi, Ian. How you doing?
Oh, I'm really tired today because of getting woken up by builders at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 and woke up at 5 and been awake.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked.
I think, do you know that person you're saying you've changed?
Yes.
You've changed a bit. I think it's because you're more calmer than you were before.
And is that... Okay, God, blimey, this is like being on the psychiatrist's couch.
Yeah.
Is that better or worse?
It's more funny when you argue, but a lot of people probably want...
The thing about arguing, though, is you can't fake them, you know. There's no point in having an argument and faking it, because then that's a bit rubbish. When I've had arguments, and I still have arguments, I had an argument with some idiot the other day who was banging on about some rubbish, I don't know what. I called some woman phoned up and she was a right-wing idiot, and I cut her off. But the thing about... You can't have a fake argument, really.
Yeah, you can't, yeah, it's true.
And maybe as I'm getting older, I'm just a little bit more chilled out, you know. I think that's possibly true.
Yeah, final thing I've got to say, which is now I've forgotten.
Yes, Yusuf.
I forgot it now.
Do you want to wait there until see if you can remember it?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go to Sam while Yusuf, as soon as you remember it, you come in with it, okay?
Okay.
Good lad. Sam!
Hi, Ian, how you doing?
I'm alright, yeah.
It's only a quick one anyway, so Yusuf can only have a few minutes and I'll be gone.
Okay.
Look, just you mentioned Lost a minute ago.
Yes.
Coming out in 3 weeks' time in America.
Yes.
Au contraire. It's actually coming out in 2 weeks' time in America.
Hang
on. On the 4th of October.
Is that 2 weeks away?
Yeah, it's 15 days away.
Oh, look, it's the 18th today. Oh, nice one, Sam.
Yeah. I thought maybe it'd been moved forward, I don't know, but it's definitely coming out in 2 weeks.
It is the 4th, you're right. I've seen the trails for it. Good work.
And the only other thing there was there's another show, another American show, which I'm hoping my cousin, Mr. Tor Orant, will send to me.
I think he knows my cousin Don Lode.
Apparently they're friends.
Yeah,
I hear that, yeah. Well, I'm hoping he'll get this over to me at some stage. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
I have not heard of this, but already it sounds fantastic.
Dodgy old title, I know, but it's written by, produced by Aaron Sorkin, who did The West Wing.
All right.
And he's done loads of other stuff. It actually stars Josh from The West Wing, Matthew Perry, Richard Schiff, who played Toby on The West Wing. Apparently it's the next big thing in America.
Wow.
And it's all about a television studio in front of and behind the scene, so I'm thinking it might be a bit like the old Larry Saunders.
A little bit of Larry Saunders action going on. Oh, I shall be checking that out. Sam, thank you for that.
No problem, talk to you soon.
Good work, there we go. Yusuf, have you remembered it yet?
Yeah, I was going to say that you probably might have a slow start, and then it'll probably go good during, right at the end of the week, the show.
Oh, right, that was what you were going to say, was it?
Yeah, and you said yesterday today was going to be a really cracking show.
Yeah, I think I may have lied to you.
Yeah.
That was... Did you hear the show last night?
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it? But it was annoying, all those
with
kids.
the swearing and stuff, yeah.
I think we had like 5 or 6 dumps last night. It was a lot. And we were well prepared because we got a brilliant bit of music from Paulie that we can play if we have to dump someone for swearing, which is fantastic. And we had the Hasselhoff song on Frank Sidebottom, but it was still just, you do better things than just swearing, boys and girls.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yusuf, thank you for that. Good lad.
Now you can take the whole family on...
Paramedics in an ambulance. Who the hell is in that thing?
I don't know. Who is in there?
Well, I don't know. Why would Chris be asked to sign a petition saying get paramedics in ambulances? Are they just like first aiders
Well,
in
no,
there?
they're just ordinary ambulance drivers, but they're specialist paramedics for, if you phone in and someone had a heart attack, they send a specialist paramedic.
So, hang on a minute. If someone's had a heart attack, I don't get an ambulance then?
No, you get an ambulance with a paramedic in it.
But so
If it's just something sort of like...
I've sliced the top of my thumb off.
Something that doesn't need real specialism,
Yes.
they send an ambulance driver.
But hang on a minute. So that means ambulance drivers are just blokes? Bit first aid?
No, they have... The paramedics have specialist, more high trained specialism.
Okay. Sounds like you're making it up a little bit.
No, I'm not.
All right. Don't calm down, love. Don't get excited. Anyway.
I'm very worried about what I've just heard on the radio. Some man saying that you're leaving.
No, this
that
is...
nice man in the lorry.
This is how rumours
start.
Yes. No, I don't think I'm leaving. I've got no intention of leaving. Who knows?
In the early podcast, did you say something about contracts being renewed in October?
Yeah, no, I got that wrong. They'd be Christmas.
Oh, Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what a relief.
Yeah, well, I've got
Because
another
obviously I'd start the petition going now if that were the case.
It's probably a good idea to get out your pens and paper, to be honest, just in case. Who knows what happens in the world?
What can we do to support you?
You can all go and get radar diaries and tick them and mark them as listening
How
at
do
me.
you get one? Can you get one?
No, I think they just get sent out at random, it's kind of a random
that's
thing.
Good.
Yeah, well, no, it's a system that they use, and who knows?
I nearly got poached to another radio station.
Shut your face. What happened?
Well, my friend whose son's a producer on one of the Three Counties radio. I did a 3-hour show on the Three Counties radio.
All right.
And
Can you say Three Counties any more times?
Oh, sorry. Some other radio station.
Yes.
I did a 3-hour slot with a friend.
Yes.
And they said, would I like to go back? And then they said, well, why don't you phone in on the afternoon, that programme similar to your time? Right. And I said, I can't possibly do that. I'm loyal.
Hang on a minute. So they were trying to poach callers, callers? What the hell is that?
So what I did was, I have to be honest, and I'm going to be really honest here.
Be honest.
I did listen to the radio station.
Wow.
They were going on about homeopathic remedies, and I thought, no, it's not for me.
No.
Back to Iain Lee for me.
Yes, we all know that homeopathy is a load of old nonsense. It doesn't work. And people will say, oh yeah, but I gave a homeopathic remedy to my dog and he doesn't know what it's supposed to do, so it can't be psychosomatic. No, it's just coincidence, or you're lying.
They just got better, didn't they?
They got better, or you're lying to me, because homeopathy does do nothing. It's a little white pill that's got a bit of cack in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my homeopathic rant over for the day.
Good.
Jackie, thanks for that.
So you're staying and everything's going to be cool?
Well, I hope so. Let's fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. I'm bringing in cakes and apples for the bosses and trying to impress them, so that's going to be good. 0870 90 90 973 is the phone number. We've been talking about trophies and paramedics, and I've just dissed homeopathy. I don't know. You can email as well, iain@lbc.co.uk. We'll speak to Damien after the latest LBC 97.3 news.
Ladies and gentlemen, this surely is...
Steady.
Can't get any worse, can it?
Unbelievable. 0870 90 90 973. Let's go straight in. Damien!
Yeah, put your clothes back on, love. I'm on the radio.
Good.
Hello, Ian. All right, mate?
Screw this recapping for those people. If you've not been listening, if you've only just tuned in, tough. Pick it up as we go along. Yes, Damien?
Oh, yeah, I just fell asleep there. Your picture on your... I've just noticed you've got a new picture on the website.
God
no, you didn't.
almighty. Come on! Yes?
The last picture was awful. It missed out your chin and the top of your head, but made you look like you had a long head instead. I don't know how they did that.
No, I look Asian in this new photo.
Yeah, I tell you who you look like, because it's only small, you look like Dr. House.
Thank you, yes, that's...
No,
yes.
you do.
Yes, that's never been said before, yes.
Has it not?
No one's
I've heard Martin Dingle and Peter Crouch.
You've got 10 seconds to get interesting.
Oh, right, sorry.
I'll tell you what, no. Mary!
Hello, Ian.
That's it.
Right.
Yes.
I was watching last night the Parkinson show, and I saw Matt Lucas and David Williams.
David Britton, yes.
Matt Lucas was wearing a brown suit.
Oh.
And it was made of velveteen, and I'm sure he had it made to fit.
Oh, he would do, because he's like a big round rubber ball, that man.
Now, you said, it put me in mind that you said you had a brown suit.
I have got a brown suit that I'm never going to wear as long as I live.
Why's that?
Because
it was pretty smart from Matt Lucas.
No, only he could get away with wearing a brown suit. I shall never ever wear it.
Well, it was made of, also, what was your brown suit made of? His was velveteen of all things.
Mine is not velveteen.
Very camp, I'd say.
Yeah, well, apparently he is, isn't he?
Yeah, she's getting married, by the way.
Yes, I hear.
And another thing, he would look very nice with a pink blouse. Well, a blouse, sorry. That was a pink shirt underneath. You know, pink and brown goes very nice together.
Yes.
Or a white shirt.
Pale blue.
So what's going to happen with yours then? It's not corduroy.
No, I've not got a corduroy suit. No, of course I'm not.
Well, what colour would it be then? You said brown, and
it's brown.
Oh, Ian Lee's got a brown suit.
Yes, it's brown.
Oh, just brown.
Well, it's brown.
Brown serge?
Brown.
Brown.
It's brown.
Right, and you don't think you'll ever wear it?
Never going to wear it as long as I live.
You look very well in it.
You've never seen me in it?
No, he looked very well in his brown suit.
His was brown, was it?
Yeah, completely brown and velvety. I just said that, and
Yes,
with brown shoes. It looked what do you mean he could only get away with it?
No, I didn't say that. I said only he could get away with it.
Especially with a figure like that as well.
Well, it's brown, isn't it?
And his figure, you know.
I'm never wearing it.
Oh, what a shame.
It's brown.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
Brown. Mark!
Hello?
I think we broke the world record for saying brown in one conversation there.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to put you on... I only heard the end of your conversation about paramedics and ambulance people. I just want to put you straight on the man, really.
Ambulances, yes.
I only heard the end of the conversation, so I just phoned up to try and...
Put me straight.
I work for the service, so I might be able to help you.
Put me straight.
What did you want to know? What was the beginning of the conversation? There's paramedics, and it's not ambulance people, it's called emergency medical technicians.
I thought you were going to put me straight. My friend, and I use that term in such a loose way that I shouldn't have even used it, producer, Agent Chris, was asked to sign a petition to put paramedics in ambulances. Who the hell is in an ambulance, then, if they're not paramedics?
Well, I think most ambulances they are manned by paramedics, as far as I know, and they have a paramedic and emergency medical technician. Well, they're very similar, really.
Oh, there you go, you put me straight.
There you go.
Lovely. Martin.
Hi, Ian. I've got a very quick question.
Was he an ambulance man, that guy? He was a bit up his butt. I wouldn't want him. I wouldn't say what I was about to say, but I wouldn't want him coming collecting me and say, "Come on, we're getting you in the back." It'd be all. Is there a word for nicotine? is finickety a word?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
You'd say so. Martin would say finickety is a word, so...
listen...
Is it finickety or is it pernickety?
Yeah, probably it's a pernickety, yeah, you're right.
But hang on a minute, you're wishy-washy, Martin. You were just saying finickety was a word a minute ago. Make a decision, Martin, and stick with it.
Oh, right, then listen, I've got a very quick question about Wembley Arena.
Hang on, whoa.
Oh, God.
Pernickety or finickety?
As I said, yeah, pernickety first. First decision would be my,
So your first decision would be...
I'll stick to it, as you said, yeah.
Your first decision will be the second decision you came up with, and you're going to say pernickety.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me just ask you the question now, yeah?
Okay.
Running out of time now.
Okay, time's running out, sorry. Is it on fire and you want to know how to get there? You're an ambulance driver?
Listen, I'm planning to go for Andrea Bocelli's concert soon.
To go for what?
Do you know who Andrea Bocelli is?
Andrea Bocelli? Oh, yes.
Yeah?
He's that singer, yes.
Yeah, I'm planning to go for his concert. The only thing is there's only a couple of tickets left, and they are at the back of Wembley Arena. Have you ever been to?
Yes, I have been to Wembley Arena.
All right. Would you still advise me to buy them? Because will you get quite reasonable views from there?
Let me tell you, Andrea Bocelli is a fantastic
singer.
that,
yeah.
Fantastic. And so, yes, of course, I would grab those tickets at the drop of a hat and go. But speaking of Wembley Arena and not in any way connected with that concert, if you get tickets right at the back, you ain't going to see a thing.
I don't really have to see his face, to be honest with you. I just want to hear the voice live.
It sounds like an echoey swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's an odd one, Wembley Arena. I haven't been for a long time, and hopefully they've improved the sound system, because I've seen... who have I seen? I've seen the Beach Boys there, I saw The Who there, I saw Neil Diamond there. But the sound is an odd one at Wembley. That it's not as good as it is at some other places.
Okay.
But so you don't... Hang on, but if you don't want to see him, then why are you going?
No, it's not. I don't want to see him. As I said, I don't have to see his face. I want to hear his voice. That's it, mate.
Well, listen to a record, innit?
Yeah, but, life is something different, isn't it?
Life is something different to a record.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, it sounds different, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. All right, cheers, mate. That's all I wanted to know. I got to run now, yeah?
Okay, you run off. What a weird bloke. What is this, some kind of public service? Ian, can you tell me what London's venues are like? I've got to get tickets, but they're right at... Oh, I've got I've got tickets to go and see Brian Wilson play Pet Sounds for the last time in this country ever. 1 second. Line 3, I've got tickets to see Brian Wilson.
You want to lick my chicken?
No, I'm fine, thank you. And the guy that... I bought them off this guy who I don't know. He was a friend of a friend of a friend. Said, phone this guy up, give him your bank details, it'll be fine. And I think the ticket's going to come. He's already sent me a Beach Boys CD. Gratis. That means for free, Fiona.
Hello.
Yes.
It's finicky or pinickety. There you go.
So it's not finickety?
No.
Pinicky?
That was some kind of weird hybrid word that you came up with.
Pinicky and finicky?
Pinickety.
Pinickety?
No, pinickety.
Penickety?
Yeah, or finicky.
And what does mean? As in, I'm going to err on the side of caution.
Oh, air on the side of caution.
Well, no, You won't say air.
Well, I would say air.
Say the sentence.
Well, I would err on the side of caution.
I would err on the side of caution.
Well, we'll both be erring and erring together.
But what does it mean?
I think you're being a bit pinickety now about how to...
You're being,
Finicky?
Finicky.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, God, I want to buy...
By the way, I have to say this.
You have to say it after this, I'm afraid.
If you're serious about making money from property...
Breaks are scheduled, man, I've got to take them or they dock my wages.
That's okay.
So you were going to say something?
I was. It wasn't very interesting.
Oh.
It certainly wasn't worth the wait.
Oh, because I've been waiting now. I've been waiting for 4 minutes and 6 seconds thinking, this is going to be fantastic. What is it?
Wasn't. I rang in the other day to say I'd have my hair cut shorter and dyed brown.
Oh, you were the tarty woman that liked blokes whistling at you?
Yes.
There we go, yes.
And you know what? I listened to the rest of the programme, and they're all liars. All the women that rang are complete liars, because you only have to look. It happened, actually, this afternoon. I witnessed two kind of 18, 20-year-olds walking down the street.
Yeah.
White van man screamed something out the window, like, lovely legs, darling, or something. And they all burst into giggles. Loved it. Of course I did.
Have you had any gentlemen whistling or shouting sexy things at you today?
I have, actually. Ever since I've had my hair done.
What have they said to you today?
Oh, things like, give us a smile and, like, wolf whistled, and, yeah, I have, actually. And I pulled, didn't I, that day on the radio?
Oh, you did, yeah, but that's, because you sound a bit cheap. But
I didn't sound drunk, though, did I? You kept saying I was drunk.
What should you rather be, drunk or cheap?
Oh, well, they go hand in hand, I suppose.
Well, there you go. So what are you wearing? Give London the chance to wolf whistle at the radio. What are you wearing today, Dirty Fiona?
Well, you know what, actually, cheeky little Iain Lee, I just look like a standard average mother of three doing the school run today. I've just got a pair of jeans on, a bit of a kind of fitted shirt top thing, kind of like shows off what you needed to show off, and a pair of kind of sandals. That's it. I look pretty mummy today.
Give us a smile, love. Nice legs. Let me touch your hand. That kind of stuff. I'm just getting into practice at shouting out sexy stuff at women.
Yeah, you need to kind of have a bit more kind of gravel to your voice there.
Let me touch your leg, love. That just sounds like a pervert.
Yeah, that did sound like a pervert.
I want to lick your toe.
That's gross.
Nice eye. No, it doesn't quite work, does it? I've not got it right. Well, Fiona, keep us informed. Let us know if any more blokes try and chat you up.
I will.
Yeah. Oh, she said that a little bit. She's muck, isn't she? Filth. 0870 9090973 is the telephone number if you want to give me a call. Yes, line 4, you're on the air.
Your lady friend, did she want to chuck ice?
I've got a feeling that she did not want a choc ice at all. I would be surprised if she'd wanted one of your mucky choc ices, for God's sakes. The email, I've not been doing any emails recently, and I'll tell you why I've not been doing any emails recently, because they've all been rubbish. I'm thinking of deleting my email account here, because it's useful at the weekend, because we get sent interesting pictures on the Sunday night show, which are, kind of take the argument just a little bit further, I think. But for the rest of the time, I mean, let's look at this. Samit, who is my Night Rider correspondent, who sent the message, correspondent, that's all he says in the message, correspondent. Aidan, one joke involving a radio presenter and a creature of the dead. I have a hilarious joke. What do you get if you cross Nick Ferrari with a vampire? Nick Ferratu? Doesn't even really make sense. Can we talk about things we have in our drawers or things we have found in other people's drawers, excluding the usual stuff like underwear and tampons? That's from Maddie. None of these emails are useful to me. They add nothing to the show. Pete is on the motorway 25.
Good afternoon, Ian.
Good afternoon, Pete.
First time caller, so a little bit on the nervy side here.
Well, it's a terrifying experience. I can't make it any better for you, I'm afraid.
That's absolutely fine. You've already put me at ease. You're hearing your dulcet tones.
Oh, hang on. Are you flirting with me?
Sorry?
Are you flirting with me, Peter?
Would I do that?
Good lad. Like it. Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, the guy who was talking about Wembley Arena a couple of calls ago.
Who was talking about what?
Wembley Arena?
Oh, yeah, Wembley Arena. Go and see. Should he get a ticket right at the back? I said, well, you won't see much.
Well, I went there. I hear you having Jeff Wayne on. Is that the same Jeff Wayne who done War of the Worlds?
It's Jeff War of the Worlds Wayne is coming in this Thursday at 3 o'clock.
Well, I actually went to see the live stage version at Wembley Arena a couple of months ago.
What? Hang on, wasn't that at the Royal Albert Hall?
No, it was Wembley Arena. I think they've done the Albert Hall and Wembley Arena.
Oh, okay, right, yes. Any good?
It was absolutely fantastic, and I was sitting at the back.
Really?
Really. You heard everything.
I've always... they've improved the sound, because last time I went, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, the sound there was atrocious.
Yeah, no, I went to a concert. We took my good lady's sort of like little
My
sister.
good lady. Yeah.
It wasn't for my own benefit. We went to see Steps.
Oh, you mucky pup. Jeez.
Oh, I know, and Lisa Scott Lee was right in front of me, and we won't go there.
Lisa Scott... I held a door open for Lisa Scott Lee once. She's nice, but I'm more of a Faye Tozer man myself.
Yes, I must admit, I am drawn to her. I don't know why. I think it's the stuff which she does with her nose when she's singing.
Yeah. They're all really tiny, the Steps.
They are. I was so surprised.
Yeah.
And, like, H, I think, must have been wearing stilts.
Yeah, H
To,
is...
like, get up and
The
have a lot.
Steps and the S Club 7 are all just... You could put the S Club 7 in your pocket.
I know, wouldn't you just love to do that, though? Especially that blonde one.
Oh, Joe O'Meara. I know their names. That's bad, isn't it? Yeah, but Joe was my favourite of the S Club. Anyway, yes. So, yes, carry on.
I would say to a gentleman who wants to go and get the tickets, definitely go and buy them, sit at the back and just enjoy the acoustics.
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's such a long venue that you're not going to see much, are you?
Not really, no. But if he's just going for the sound, then I can honestly say, hand on heart, that he would enjoy it.
Pete, listen, thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Good lad, there we go. Not bad for a first-time call. I think he seems to do all right. Which the thing is, I've been to Wembley Arena more times than I care to remember. I used to go a lot there when I was a teenager, and I always sort of said if the tickets were any further than halfway back, I wouldn't go, because it's an odd shape, really, and not an odd shape. It's just very deep, and you can't really see anything. And man, if you're going to see the Beach Boys. Then you want to be near the front so you can see what's going on. That's what it's all about, surely, isn't it? But Earl's Court, I would say, is probably the worst of all of the venues in the world. It's just it's like a big concrete cavern. It's an atrocious place to go to. 0870 9090 973. The phones are seemingly broken. Can we, for the next until 1:30, just take calls straight to air? Are we allowed to do that, for God's sakes? Before I decide to cut my ears off? I'm feeling a bit... I'm sniffing a lot. If you want to call, you come straight to air, 0870 9090 973. I'm really sniffy and snuffly, because I'm just... we got the builders in, and there's just a barrage of dust absolutely everywhere. And so I'm coughing and wheezing and sniffling, and it's atrocious. Line 2, you're on the air.
Ready.
This is what you need at 4:25. There we go. Good. It's getting shorter and shorter, your Pradeeps. Yes, line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, mate. Just want to advertise my MySpace link name, please.
Go on, then.
It's MineSpace. Obviously, you add the MySpace.com in the beginning.
So it's it's what? MySpace.com, Mindspace?
Yeah.
You're very mysterious, aren't you?
I am.
Yes. And mysterious people, generally, I find it idiots. I don't know if you've spotted that, dear listener. Yes, line 5, you're on the wireless.
And mysterious people, generally, I find it...
No, you're not. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, hello, Ian.
Hello, Ashley.
Wrong person.
Well, that's your real name, Ashley?
What are you on about?
Okay, sorry, MC Ashley Blizzard, yes?
No, this is MC Blizzard, all right?
Yeah, it was Ashley. It was your name.
Everyone in the forum saying that you're out of touch, bro.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, yeah, it's coming from a 15-year-old kid who can't write raps,
No,
yeah?
everyone in the forum saying that you're out of touch.
And what are they saying, Ashley?
They're saying you're out of touch.
Yeah, Ashley, you're an idiot, aren't you?
And
there we go. He's a weird kid. He doesn't like the show, but he keeps phoning in. Strange, little guy. Yes, Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Can I speak to Danny, please?
Can you speak to what?
Can I speak to Danny Baker?
Oh, yeah, no, yes, you've got the wrong side.
Sorry?
The Candyman's on the other side.
Danny!
Yeah.
It's great to speak to you, Danny.
Yeah, lovely, okay. God, this Struth, give me the strength to walk out of this place. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, it's the Verinder impersonator.
Oh, hello, Verinder impersonator.
Hi, I'm Verinder's at university today, so I thought I'd come and fill in.
Okay, away you go.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, bye.
Bye. He's not bad, actually, is he? Let's do one more, shall we? Yes, Line 8.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, you caught me off guard there. I'm a new listener.
Uh-oh. It's better than this normally, I promise you.
I've been listening about 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I only get a short time driving on the home from work.
I've got to go in 10 seconds.
Right. What is it all about? I don't understand these strange people.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about.
If you've just missed that bit of Iain...
Oh, that's better. So where the hell do goths work? Chris and I were having an argument about this. Do they have jobs? You don't see them in boots or anything. You don't see a goth working in a bank. If you're a goth and you have a job, can you give us a call and let us know what you do? I find goths, as I get older, I used to hate them as a kid. As I get older, I find them quite sexy. I went to that goth pub in Camden once, and there was a girl wearing a PVC basque, but for the purpose it was intended. Everything was squeezed in and pushed out. It was fantastic. We'll take your calls on that after the news. Here we go. Trophies, paramedics, WAS. Guy spelled WAS? WAS, what an idiot. And where the hell do goths work? What do they do? And can you, you don't, well, I was going to say you don't see old goths, but in this pub in Camden, is it the Devonshire Arms? Goths only. No. I went in there in jeans, T-shirt and a suit jacket. I felt like an idiot. I thought, in the real world, looked quite smart, a little bit middle-aged. Not the coolest thing, but...
Why did they let you in?
Because I'm a big star. I'm a big star, Chris, and goths are always keen to get publicity for their cause. I don't know what their political aim is, but... I don't know, they just... I think they did... You're right, Helen, you're clear your throat there. Do you want some water?
Oh, me?
Oh, was that you, Yvonne?
It's me.
You sounded exactly like Helen clearing your throat. That's amazing. Helen, if ever you need someone to impersonate you clearing your throat, Yvonne can do it. That was fantastic. Do it again. Oh, it wasn't so good. Are you a goth?
Well, no, I was going to say, I have actually been in that pub in Camden Town, but I was going for a stage at the time wearing all leather and those collars.
You're proper common, aren't you?
Sorry?
I say, you got an interesting voice.
Have I?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
It gets very squeaky. The more excited I get, the squeakier I get.
You're like a butch Joe Pasquale. but again, not quite as posh.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. So you've been at Camden Town, and you went in there. You were in leathers, were you? Let me just write this. Let me write this down. Hang on. So you were in leathers
when I was in my 20s.
In your 20s.
Yeah, I'm quite a bit older now.
Older now.
Yeah.
It gets better and better. Yeah.
Well, not. It might have been 30s actually.
30s.
No, when I was about my 30s.
Oh, that's a bit desperate.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty desperate.
Boots.
I went through a funny stage at one point.
But 30's a bit late to go through a funny stage.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have a funny stage when I was younger. I was very quiet and,
Wow. So you became a goth?
No, I didn't become a goth.
You just became a leather chick?
No, I was just seeing if I wanted to become one, but I didn't in the end.
I don't think I'd want to become one, but I wouldn't mind...
No, I didn't like all the white faces, because I like getting a bit of colour.
Excuse me?
No. You know, when you suntan, they don't like...
Oh,
they won't go
God,
out
she
in the
meant
light.
that.
They don't like the light, do they?
I thought she meant a bit of the old... Right, no, they don't like the light.
No, they won't sunbathe. They don't sit out in the sun or like the light on their faces.
No.
No. No, because I worked with
Your words are as controversial as the Pope's were at the weekend. This is fantastic.
No, it's true, because I did work with one once. In a club that I worked.
Oh, in a club, okay.
And he sort of like was very, really pale with really black hair. He dyed it black.
Yeah, I like that. As I get older, I'm beginning to find that quite sexy.
Oh no, I just think it's nice when you get older to get a bit of colour in your face, you know, because you look a bit wishy-washy.
We're off again, yes.
You know. Anyway, what I was going to say...
Yeah, all I'm going to say is if there are any hot goth chicks listening, then come on, let's go and paint the town black. Let's meet up and...
Yeah.
I don't know what they do, but I'm beginning to like the look.
They do a lot, really.
And being a tall man, a tall, pale man, I think if I were to become a goth, I'd look like a good one.
Are you a skinny tall man?
Yes.
Oh, you probably would then.
Yeah,
if you dye your hair jet black...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what I'd look like with black hair. I reckon.
Got a wig.
Yeah, I might try and get a wig. I reckon I'd look alright with black hair. I reckon it'll be kind of cool. Maybe I want a long trench coat.
Yes.
PVC trousers.
Yeah.
Right?
You look like the bloke off of the film. What's the film where Nero?
What?
Off of that film.
Do you want some? Would you like some thinking music while you're trying to think of what you're coming up with? I can do that for you. Here we go. You've got 30 seconds.
I don't think I
Time's up, Yvonne. What's your answer?
I haven't got one. The music was so entertaining.
For God's sakes!
Sorry.
Yvonne, thanks for that.
Okay.
There we go. Bye-bye. Joe!
Ian, how's it going, mate?
We're attracting all the lower classes today. This is good. This is good. No, this is good.
That's what we want, don't we?
Of course it is. Keep real life, real London.
Exactly.
Yes.
Real lies, real London. What was I going to say? The Goths.
Real lies, real London.
Yes.
Yes, I love that woman. The Goths. Now, I know for a fact they go in this club at the Angel called, it's called Electro Works.
Electro Works, does it?
Yeah, I'm sure it does in there. So they go in there, and I've seen them, when I've been at work, coming out at 7 in the morning, looking even whiter than they went in, drinking, like, bottles of cider and White Lightning and things like that, and Strongbow. At 7:30 in the morning.
I've always frowned on it as being a silly look, but as I get older, I'm beginning to think, well, actually, maybe they're right, and this is kind of sexy.
Do you reckon?
I think it is. Some of those girls, yeah, of course you've got munters, but you've got munters in every walk of life. Let's not mess around. Some of those girls are really, really hot.
No, I must agree with you, Ian. I think to myself, if they tied their hair back, maybe take off some of the makeup that makes them look really ill, then they'd probably look quite stunning, I think.
Yeah, maybe. So nice. My one incident is being in this pub in Camden, and some of the girls there were just fit. A lot of the blokes looked a bit weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. A lot of the blokes were getting a bit portly and going quite bald. Now, whether that's after 20 years of dyeing your hair jet black, their hair starts to fall out, I don't know. But the girls look better for it than the blokes.
And do you think when you were standing there in your jeans, your t-shirt and blazer, do you think you were standing there like a sore thumb, or did you think they were?
Well, no, I felt like I was sticking up. It would be like being in a normal pub and a full-on goth comes in and stands there. They're going to stick out. And it was interesting to be in the reversed position. For me to be.
I can imagine.
And I was cacking myself. Now, I don't know why I was cacking myself, because it's not... I wasn't expecting to get kicked in. I wasn't expecting anything like that. It's just because I was the odd one out, and I felt very, very uncomfortable.
Were you on your own or with a fellow goth?
I was on my own. I was in there on my own.
Brave.
I'd gone... What it was is I'd always wanted to go in there. And a friend of mine... quite a distant friend at the time, but, a bit close now, was playing in a band there. So I got in there, and I walked past it 7 times before I went in there.
To build up the bottle.
7 times before I went in there, because I was quite nervous. I don't like going into pubs on my own anyway. It makes me uncomfortable.
Especially goth pubs, I suppose.
Especially a goth pub. So,
very frightening.
And then I went in there, and I got in there so late that the guy was playing his band was playing. And I didn't want to walk through the crowd to get up to the front and go, all right, mate, I'm in. So I stood at the back.
Stood at the back.
On my own. Oh, man alive.
I bet you really did stand out. That was so fun. And listen, one thing about yesterday's show, I thought it was brilliant, right?
The Sunday night show?
Yeah, until the lady come on about vegetarian stalls. She just topped the show off. And it went downhill after that.
She was
'Cause
filth.
I was crying, Ian. I was crying.
Was she the two for the price of one lady? Yes. That was disgusting.
Vegetarian stalls.
Yes.
Brilliant. Absolutely classic.
Joe, well, thank you for that.
Nice one, Ian. Take care,
Cheers, mate. There you go. If you want to know what we're talking about, we do a show Sunday night. We say we, it's me, Chris, and Lady Alex. 10 till 1, 3 hours of Triple M on a Sunday night. And it's good. And it was good last night. It wasn't the best one. If you want, get the premium podcast and listen to the two from the week before and the week before that. They were the best we've ever done by quite some considerable way. Last night was all right. We had to do a lot of dumping though because of kids phoning up swearing all the time. Katia.
Hello, Ian.
Oh, Katia.
Yes.
Have you forgiven me?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because I criticised you for having long hair.
Yes, and that's why I'm ringing. I think you're contradicting yourself.
No.
Yes.
Au contraire.
Oh, why? Because usually those girls have long hair.
You can get goths with a bob.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I'm talking about.
That's
the long-haired
the one
ones
you
look.
go for, yeah.
The ones that I'm talking about with long hair look weird.
Mm.
Anyway, didn't I say you'd be an 8 without long hair or something?
No, but
that's quite good.
What do you mean? That's quite good.
An 8 without your long hair is quite a good score. It's a healthy score, Katia.
But you want to know about goths and what they do? I know
Yes.
a lot of them.
Okay, what do they do?
When they're in Belgium, they usually are on the door anyway.
There we go. I thought so.
The one that I know two in England.
Yes.
One works at the Shooting Gazette during daylight.
Shooting Gazette in the daylight hours.
Yes. And the other one, she works at that Camden shop, the Black Rose, selling goths.
So they work within the gothic community.
That's it. Yes. You can't get away from it.
Well, you wouldn't class yourself as a goth, would you?
I know, I'm a metal fan.
A metal fan.
Yes.
Would you ever sleep with a goth?
What, male or female? So what are you talking?
Wow, Katia, we have to leave it there. Just pause and have that image in your head for a second.
Here's some good news.
Wilson today, didn't we? As we were driving into work, Francis Wilson, the dreamy weatherman from Sky News, formerly from Breakfast TV on the BBC, wherever that was. It Breakfast Time? Is that what that was called? And he looked... I've never seen a man looking so dishevelled. He looked so scruffy. Francis Wilson strolling through Camden, looking like a homeless. A real disappointment. Come on, Francis, pull your socks up. Literally pull your socks up, man, for God's sakes. Kaz.
Yes, that's me, yeah.
Yeah, oh, God.
Hello.
Hello, Kaz.
Yeah. Oh, well, I turned on my radio and I heard you was talking about goth people, and they used to come to my shows years ago, about 88 to 92.
So that specific 4-year period of your career, they would come and see. What shows did you do?
Well, I had a band called World Exit at the time, and we used to play local clubs. We played the Astoria, the Hippodrome, London, and places like that. We had a quite big following.
Yeah.
And the goth people used to come to our shows. They were lovely people. They were so enthusiastic.
Delightful.
And they mixed quite well with the rock crowd that we had. And when we did big shows in the Hippodrome in London, they were there to support. They were great people. They were great.
But would you class yourselves as a goth band?
Well, goth just came out there, all the bands at the time, and we was in our rock phase, and we sort of like crossed over. We did Stonehenge, and that attracts.
It's good. What the song by Spinal Tap?
No.
Oh, you played Stonehenge?
Stonehenge. That was 83. That was before, I think.
Are bands allowed to play it, as you call it, Stonehenge?
Well, the last gig was in 83. Margaret Thatcher closed it down.
Oh, fascist.
Every time it came like the summer solstice on the 21st of July.
Yeah.
Or was it June? She had a load of coppers standing round so nobody can worship.
Yeah, worship.
And where the band played was about 200 yards away from now.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I played the actual last legal gig, actually, in 83, I think it was. Yeah.
And your mind hasn't been clouded at all.
Oh, no, I'm as sharp as a button, mate.
Yeah. Hey, Kaz, are you still involved in music?
I am, but producers have reinvented me with this name, Kaz, and I've had a #1 hit last year in the club chart.
Oh, the club chart, so not proper one then.
Song called "Living on the Beach."
Can you sing us a bit? Away you go.
And it's re-entered the charts this year at number 14. That was about 3 weeks ago. It's probably gone to #1 again.
Sing us a bit, Kaz.
Beautiful sunshine, beautiful sky, beautiful people, beautiful life. That's why I'm living on the beach. And it goes on from there. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. And you've got 3 Zs in your name.
Yes.
That's insane.
It's purely for...
That's insane, man. What are you doing, man? That is insane, man. 3 Zs, man. That's mental.
It's mental. It does me well, you know. It's sort of like gets me noticed.
Kaz.
Basically what it's all about, you know.
Kaz.
It's a trade name, for God's sake.
Kaz. Okay, here's the question. What's your real name?
My name's Lawrence Cassar.
It's Lawrence! Oh, man, I love it! It's always the way, isn't it? You know, these names, they're always, you know, it's someone like Mark or Stephen or Lawrence, which is fantastic. Hey,
cool.
No, listen, man, so you're involved in the music business. Maybe you can answer a question that's been bugging me.
What's that?
Slightly out of your genre and out of your remit. Do you remember the Mike Flowers Pops?
Mike Flowers Pops? Was that a television programme?
No.
Radio?
No. It was a band.
Oh, Mark Flowers. No, I don't. Oh, the name rings a bell, but I don't know. I don't know their music. I might do if I heard it.
Jump off that fence, stop hedging your bets, and say you don't know it.
Well, I don't know it.
There we go. That's all you got. That's all you have to say, man. Honestly, Kaz is fine.
Is that one of your bands or something?
No, my band is Boomhauer X.
What's your name of your band?
Boomhauer X.
Boomhauer X.
We'll be playing the end of October. Anyway, that's by the by. Oh, can we get Boomhauer X in on Music Thursday? Yeah, nice. And I've got another band I've got a book as well called Bucky. They want to come in. Anyway, so, now Mike Flowers Pops did that easy listening version of Wonderwall by Oasis.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember it, do you?
I remember Wonderwall, yeah. That's by the Gallagher brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, Oasis, I just said that. No, but this guy did, this is like walking through mud. This guy did an easy listening version of it.
Oh, yeah, sounds interesting.
But this was about, I was working in HMV, so that was about 10 years ago, and it was a big hit, and he was going to be the next big thing, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it?
It's always the way, isn't it?
Always the way. If you ain't got good management or good company behind you pushing you, then you will fail.
Like what was your band, World in Motion?
World Exit.
World Exits.
Yeah, it was. Well, we got picked up by Hawkwind and Motorhead Girls' School Management.
Oh, Girls' School, yes.
And Chumbawamba's Management.
Oh, dear.
And, in fact, I've just got, the manager, Doug Smith, is just retired, and he's given me all my masters back from the album I'd done in those days.
Oh, they'd be worth a few bob, wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's right. It's like EMI giving the Beatles back, their master tapes.
Yeah, except World Exit, without no disrespect, Kaz.
Yeah.
They weren't the Beatles.
Sorry?
Okay. 087090909. If anyone knows where Mike Flowers Pop is, or if anyone has heard of World in Exeter, I think his band was called, let's see if he was telling me the truth.
The 10 hottest years.
Email from Sue, who is very kindly sorting us out Sparks for next week, and even more kindly has managed to blag me a couple of tickets, and I've just sent the email to someone who shouldn't have received that email. Never mind. Michael!
Hello there, Ian. How are you doing?
Do you know what, Michael? I'm good. I'm breathing. That's a gift, isn't it, from God?
It's a step forward, at least.
It's an improvement.
Beautiful. I have a Mike Flowers Pop song, which was sort of his second release. It was an Aphex Twin remix. Do you remember Aphex Twin?
Yeah, they did Window Licker.
Yes. All that. So they were actually quite cool, I thought, at some time.
Yes.
But they did a remix of a Mike Flowers Pop song. I haven't played it in about 10 years.
Are we allowed to listen to it now?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, you phone in, you tease me, you show me the money, and when I go to take it, you zip it up again.
The problem is it's a 12-inch vinyl, and I've moved on.
Yes.
Somehow.
MP4s.
Exactly, yes. That's the thing. If I could get it converted, would you like me to email it to you?
You know I would. But do you know what happened? What song is it, by the way?
Oh God, I'll have to search it out.
So hang on, without being Michael, let's just analyse this phone call very quickly. You've called in with nothing.
With no information whatsoever.
Absolutely nothing I can use at all.
I could just be a madman on the radio, which would be unheard of.
Yes, well, what are the chances of one of those sneaking through the...
Amazing, it would be an amazing break to you.
Okay, so you don't know anything about the band, you don't know where the band is, you don't know any of their songs, you just know that you've got a 12-inch remix.
I have indeed. I will check it and call you right back.
Good lad, thank you. Hell's teeth. What, a nice lad, definitely a nice lad, always a pleasure to speak to nice people. If you're going to call in, though, have something to say. Be able to further the argument slightly. Does anyone know whatever happened to Mike Flowers? Mike Flowers pops in Wonderwall. I remember that much being the case. Let's just try this. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Yes. Okay, as I said, if you're calling in, have something to say. That makes it all the more worthwhile. Oh, there's the pretty weather girl on Sky. Yes. So anyone knows whatever happened to Mike Flowers Pops? I can't say it. Mike Flowers Pops. They were big, weren't they? Because that whole easy listening thing became kind of big for a while. And then sensibly disappeared because it was a little bit rubbish. And also, isn't there any trophies? No one's called in to admit, really, having a big collection of trophies. They're kind of pointless, aren't they? I tell you what's even more pointless than trophies. Certificates. It's just a bit of paper. But when you're a kid, you think they're kind of magical and printed with some kind of weight that means something. 0870 9090 973. Now, I'm going to give out the email address. See if you can buck up your ideas, because the emails have been rubbish. iain@lbc.co.uk. More of your calls after the latest LBC 97.3 news. I thank you. Steady on, steady on, steady on. Whoa! Hey, I was having a wee. I was in the loo there, and suddenly I heard my name being mentioned on my radio. No, there's no way you can get a message there. We need an intercom into the lavatory. There we go. With the big idea tree meeting, we need either an intercom or a headset and a microphone, just in case something serious is going on. Some serious business needs to be shifted. Then we can do a broadcast from in there. Yes, it may not be hygienic, but if you get moist wipes, you can wipe everything down and it will be absolutely fine. Wow! So, 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. I've got to say, Sue Harris from Republic Media, this is the woman, this woman's fantastic. She's the one getting me sparks. Get me sparks! I demand to have sparks. And she's given me the Mike Flowers update. He's doing a gig at Christmas, and she's given me his email. But I think I'm allowed to give it on the radio. We'll give it out anyway, I don't care. And you can email him and stuff. We'll do that in a little bit. Ben is in the Finchley.
Hey, Ian, this programme does my head in. I ended up thinking, what a great idea, let's have a broadcast from the gent. And then I realised that the moist wipes thing is just, yeah. Mike Flowers, I phoned about the same thing, because I did the same bit of research, I think, that Sue's done.
Well, I suspect that Sue is somehow working with this dude, but go on, what have you got?
Much the same, that up until recently he's been doing little bits of session work, and
Yes.
he is in fact at the Islington Academy in December.
Islington Academy in December, Christmas show,
yeah.
13 bands, special guest. Hey, maybe I can get up there and sing a song with Mike Flowers Pops. I could be a special guest. I tell you something, I don't know if you know this, Ben, I used to be somebody. I was a contender.
I even saw you in a film the other night, which surprised the heck out of me.
Hey, boy, it surprised the heck out of me, and wasn't I rubbish in it?
You were still better than some of the other acting, I saw.
I've never seen beyond... I'm in, like, the first 5 minutes. I've never seen beyond that.
That's about as much as I watched. I watched the first 10, I think, and then ran away screaming.
Yeah, but I'm quite wooden. But the jokes I was doing, basically, it's set in 1984, my little bit, and I had to write a stand-up comedy routine as though it were 1984, and it was easier than writing a stand-up routine now.
It was a very good Joel Grey impression. I thought I was watching Cabaret for the first 4 minutes.
It was a very good what?
Very good Joel Grey impression. You look like the MC from Cabaret.
Oh, well, thanks very much. Cheers, I take that. Hey, guess where in the world we filmed those London scenes?
I don't know.
It was Montreal, Canada.
Makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Anyway, if anyone wants, you can, hang on. You can we quickly go back to Mike Flowers. You can email him and with requests. I think this is what this email is for. Hang on, is it? Hang on a minute. Is it? Yes.
I
Okay.
I pulled the car over and I've got one of those little phone internet things, so I didn't probably do what I'd call in-depth research.
Well, no. Mike at mikeflowers.co.uk, and you can send requests, and he may play them at his gig. And he's done a homage to Kraftwerk via Coldplay. Which is kind of cool. So Mike at mikeflowers.co.uk. I'm going to email him and ask if I can sing a song with the man.
I'd be surprised if he said no.
I would be surprised if he even responded to me. God damn it.
Okay, well, that's all I had. So.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Good
Bye-bye.
luck. There we go. 0870 9090 973 is the phone number. Michael, hello.
Hello there. I have a little bit more information.
Oh,
Not a lot
it's
more.
the same Michael that called in with
is.
absolutely nothing.
By this time next year, you'll have heard it. So, the name of the song it's a very long one. It's catchy.
Okay.
The Mike Flowers Pops meets the Afex Twin.
Yes.
Downtown. Then in inverted commas, the free bass connection, close inverted commas, also featuring Luke Vibert of the Mellow Tunes and Funky Porcini, all one word.
I'm going to cut my arm off. I am going to cut my arm off and just gnaw at the bone.
He's one for catchy songs, so you might only just sing one song.
Right.
With the length of the title.
So can we? You've got the record there. Can we hear it?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I was in my loft when you called, searching for I believe the youngsters call them decks.
Yes.
But I couldn't find them, so I will get it onto some electronic format. I'll be back in touch with a little bit more of this jigsaw flight.
Oh my God! But bearing in mind, Michael, I'm 33 years old now. I've only got another 60 years in me if I'm lucky.
Well, I won't start reading out that title again, otherwise we'll both be dead.
Hey, now listen, mate, I'm going to make you earn your keep because you've given me absolutely nothing today. So, now, I don't know if you heard earlier on, I've had a big clear out over the weekend of old T-shirts and jumpers and swimming trunks, right? It was a bit manky.
I don't want any of your old swimming trunks.
Are you sure? We can put them on eBay, it'd be worth a few quid. The thing is, I've got, 2 black sacks full.
Do they have Krusty the Clown on them?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got 2 big black sacks of them, but they're all slightly old T-shirts that I've had for 4 or 5 years. Now, can I throw those away, or do I have to take them to a charity shop?
Well, you could take them to a charity shop. Then when you're watching news broadcasts in a few months' time of the starving in Africa, you could see them wearing your clothes.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Which would be nice.
That would be really nice, actually. Yeah, I might do that. The thing is that I don't even know if the starving would want these clothes because they're so manky.
They're not very tasty, I would imagine, either.
No, well, no, exactly. Michael, listen, thanks for that. I feel guilty throwing away 2 big black bags of clothes, but I'm also embarrassed, and I've done this before, I'm embarrassed at going to the charity shop and them sort of turning their nose up at what I take them. Can you... What would be nice if I could just leave them outside my flat and they would be gone by morning. Well, I could do that. I could put them in the bin, couldn't I? Steve!
Ian!
Steve, you're the last call for today.
What?
Yeah, I'm going home early.
Excellent. I'll come and pick you up.
It's good. You know, in every other job, you can pretty much bunk off early. Pretty much. Yeah. But I can't on this one. I cannot bunk off.
I wouldn't have thought so. Another Freebird day, is it?
Freebird!
Yeah.
I did bunk off 15 minutes early once, but I'm not saying when.
Okay.
Oh.
Now.
Anyway, Steve.
Do you have any idea who stood in for Caroline Faraday at the weekend?
Phil O'Neill.
Oh, you knew that instantly.
It's on a board in front of me.
Excellent.
Yeah.
He's new to the station, isn't he?
Yes, Australian, that fella.
It was good. It was okay.
I heard a bit of it. I thought it was all right, actually, yeah.
Did you hear the beginning?
No, I didn't.
He was obviously a little bit nervous.
Yeah,
you could tell, which is understandable.
Yeah. I saw Caroline last night on the Mint, that ITV quiz thing.
I can't watch that.
Well, I can't watch that, but I watched it for 10 minutes because she looked hot.
Yeah, she does. And her new picture looks very good.
She looked very sexy. I tried to phone in, but I didn't get through, and I thought, what the hell am I doing? I've just wasted £7.50 trying to phone someone whose phone number I've got in my phone. What an idiot.
Good God.
Anyway.
Well, we build it up and it's not going to be good now.
Oh, sorry.
No, he did this big build-up, talk about this, that and the other.
Yeah.
And his first caller, as he answered nervously, was Chuck Ice.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the real Chuck Ice Man or a fake?
It was real Chuck Ice Man.
Well, you know, I suppose it...
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good moment. The guy didn't know what to do.
How did he cope with it?
He wasn't too bad. He just brushed it off. I hope I haven't been sworn at in a foreign language. I was saying Chuck Ice.
Well, we got Chuck Ice.
Yeah.
Chuckity chuck chuck chuck. Well, fair play to him if he took it in good stead. No, the bit I heard, Becky Walsh came in, right, to set up a show with her dog. The dog crapped on the carpet. The dog has done a poo somewhere in this studio, which is why, and I think you'll agree. Steve, would you allow... You're in a cab, are you?
I am.
Would you allow dogs in your cab?
This is going to get very boring very quickly, but we have to by law, my friend.
You are joking.
No, and unless we actually apply to the carriage office for an exemption for medical reasons, we have to allow punters with cabs.
Have to allow dogs in the cab?
Dogs in the cab, if we see them at the side of the road.
But sometimes you don't see them.
It's very busy out there.
Good lad.
Humans love being in control.
Yes, 0870 90 973. Daniel.
Hello.
Hello, Daniel.
Yeah, is that Ian?
Is that Daniel?
Yes.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Ian.
This is Ian.
Yeah, no, Ian.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello, Ian.
Daniel.
Yeah, Ian.
This is
now,
Ian.
Listen, give your T-shirts to a charity because you don't know where they might end up. Currently, we have even a problem in Darfur. All those kids and adults, they have nothing to put on. They might end up down there. And the other thing is, those T-shirts might look awkward currently.
Yes.
Dirty,
Yes.
but down there, they are actually... Somebody would just see them as clean and everything, and most of the organizations...
One of the T-shirts says, I heart your mum.
Pardon?
One of the T-shirts says, I heart your mum.
I think...
Is that appropriate down there?
No, the people who don't mind. People who don't mind. You can't imagine the extent to which people try to go to get clothes. Some women go to buy bras. You can imagine...
I have got no bras.
Underwears. People go for women underwears, and all these are given in charity.
Yes, I have no bras to give them.
But it doesn't matter. So even if your swimming pants would be okay, there wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll do that then, Daniel.
All right.
It just means a trip to the charity shop, and I don't know if I can be bothered.
No. That should be let me say, that should be your contribution. The trip and the clothes should be your contribution.
The coach?
To the people of Africa who don't actually afford them.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Daniel, I'll do that then.
Thank you very much.
There we go. What a lovely gentleman there. I don't quite know what I've just agreed to do. Apparently I'm getting on a coach or something. Now, at 5:38, we have the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update Daily. Chris, how many correspondents do we have so far lined up, ready to go live on air at 5:38?
3.
Today's number is 3. Yes. Wow. And how many calls do we have to go to now?
0.
Wow. Today's number is 0. Why is that happening?
Should we do the update now?
I don't know what to do. Can we play some more records or something? I'm just gonna take calls straight to air for the rest of the show. Do you know what I mean? Something's obviously gone wrong. Whether the magic has worn off, which it's possible. You know, these things happen.
You could tell stories about your life.
That was wow. First of all, London, very exciting. That was a rare outing from Helen behind the glass. Much appreciated. Oh no, I will tell stories about my life.
Go on then.
I'm trying to think of one. I'd tell you something many, many years ago.
Oh, God.
No, this is true, though. Many years ago, I got my first car, right? And first car, my mum bought it for me, like $3,000. It was quite a lot of money for a first car, really. And it was a Ford Fiesta, blue Ford Fiesta. And when we went to pay for it, 2 of the tyres were flat and it wouldn't start. That should have been my reckoning there that I was onto a loser. Speaking of which, hello, Heather Jingles. Anyway, so I got the car and I was working in Milton Keynes, living in London, working in Milton Keynes at the time. So the next day I was up at 5 a.m, drove to Milton Keynes in this car, right? and the engine died on me in the fast lane while I'm trying to get the radio on, and I nearly got killed.
What are you supposed to do if you break down on the motorway, though?
Get on the hard shoulder, innit?
Yeah, but who's the first person you phone? Police?
No, my mum. I phoned my mum. But what are you supposed to do? Here's a question. What are you supposed to do if you break down in the fast lane on the motorway, your engine cuts out, and you are unable to get to the hard shoulder? It's a question for you, isn't it? Got an answer?
No.
There you go, you say. Okay, right. Well, that worked, didn't it? That was a story from my life. Let's try this. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
There you go.
Oh, sweet home Alabama. We got that David Hasselhoff song again. He just puts the phone down. He realises he's on the radio. He puts the phone down. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hi, Iain.
Hello, pick up the phone.
Hello?
Pick it up.
Hello?
Hello there, that's better.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Oh, God. I'll turn my radio off. There we go. Hello?
Yeah. Hi there.
Hello. Iain, why is anyone phoning you today?
I don't know. Have I done something wrong?
Well, I don't think so. I've only been listening for about 20 minutes, but I don't think anything more than normal. I don't understand it at all.
It's been all right today, hasn't it? It's been an all right show. It's not rubbish by anyone's standards.
No, it's fine. I don't understand it, really.
Hang on,
But anyway, I just thought I'd give you a ring. And I thought I'd just share something with you. Is that, you know when someone asks you a really, really stupid question?
That's just happened, yes.
Okay. And you sort of give them that look, that sort of, what are you on look? Have you ever been in that situation? Is that yes or no?
I'm hitting my stomach.
Are you?
Yes. What was the second question? I wasn't listening.
No, I was just wondering if you've been in a position where someone had asked you a question that was so damn stupid you didn't know what to say.
Yes, yes. That happens constantly to me in my life. That's part of my life, yeah.
Okay, because the other day I was at a car dealership and I was talking about a car I wanted to buy, and anyway, the guy asked me what I wanted on the car, and I said I wanted a sat-nav.
Yeah.
And he said to me, what do you want that for?
That's a stupid question, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. And I thought, well, to bake bread, you idiot. I mean, what on earth would I possibly want a sat-nav for? So anyway, I just thought I'd share with you. Really stupid, really idiotic sales guy, and I know this hasn't made your show any more interesting, and I do apologise.
We'll say goodbye, thank you. Now, this could be fun. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, is that Chris?
No, it's Iain, you're on the air.
No, I'm not, because I'm listening to him at the kitchen.
You're on the radio. We had you on. We had this 15 times last night.
I know, and I just wanted to thank you for keeping me sane. We'd had
But you're on the air now.
No, we had this family bereavement, and listening to you lot kept me sane last night, and it's kept me sane today. And I just want to thank you very, very much for putting up with me last night.
Okay, well, you're on the air.
All right. Well, lots of love.
Bye. Get out of my car. I want to take you home. I've got that in the bag. That's coming out in a bit. Yes, line 2.
Hello.
Hello, line 2.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, yeah.
That's good. I just called up today. I just want to say thank you to you and Chris. Because, I called last night.
Yes.
And about, ironing my jumper.
Yes. Oh, you were going to... This was how good it got last night. Ironing your jumper... we told you not to iron it.
Yeah, because it will be hot today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I left it at home, and nearly everyone in class today was they were all sweating because it was so really hot, and they had their jumpers on.
Idiots.
And then I was like, ha, Iain told me not to take my jumper in. So
and now, do the kids think I'm cool?
The 15-year-olds, so probably.
Well, then I doubt it. And the 15-year-old has never thought I was cool, particularly when I was 15 years old.
Really?
Yeah. It's hard to think, isn't it? Hey, get this. I was a geek at school.
Who was? You were?
I were.
You were really?
Yes.
Whoa, that's really weird, because I looked at your picture, on the website and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd never think of you as a geek.
Are you being sarcastic?
No.
I detected a hint of sarcasm there. I detected a little notion thereof. Yes, line 6, you're on the wireless.
What's happening, Iain?
No one's calling in, Mario.
Why not?
I don't know.
Listen, you know why I called in? And
You know what?
Go on.
I called in, right, because that lady that just called, I can't believe, right, she tried to buy a new car. And she said, he goes, what do you want in it? And she's telling him a sat-nav, and he goes, why do you want one of those? So I'd have slapped him, man.
Yes, it's a ridiculous question to ask, isn't it?
Why does anyone want a sat-nav? To tell them where they want to go?
Hey, man, I think sat-nav is probably the best invention of the last 200 years.
And I tell you what, I can't, you know what? Every time I go certain places, you know, sometimes just to get out of the spot, I can't remember how to.
Yeah.
All I've got to do is put in my address back in London.
I think
find my way out.
the sat-nav is a more important invention than TV, than cars,
Oh my God.
than anything.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, and you know what? There's some people out there who've got jobs, yeah, in certain places
I've heard of
that
these people.
shouldn't have it.
No, they should not.
And that really makes me mad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Who are you talking
Really?
about?
No. That caller that just called up, she really, you know, I feel it for
Oh.
She's with somebody's car, and she wants a sat-nav, and the guy goes, why do you want one of those for?
It's none of his freaking business, the Muppet. 0870 90 973 is the telephone number. We'll take more of your calls after you've had some of this.
If you've just missed that bit of Iain Lee...
No calls, Ian. Perhaps it was because you were so rude to me on Friday, perhaps. Well, you're an idiot, but you put the word perhaps into the sentence twice, and what's that got to do with it? You think it's some cosmic retribution from Jesus because I blasphemed and called you an idiot? Ah, dear. 0870 90 90 973. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Niggas and knockers and big wobbly boobs.
Yeah, there we go. That's nice, isn't it? That's put a smile on my face. Thank you very much for that. We'll take more of your calls, and we've got the 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update coming up after the news. 870 in a pathetic attempt to generate phone calls. You can just call and come straight to air. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello. Are you going to do the quote of the day?
Oh, blimey! We've forgotten the feature!
Shall I give you one?
Well, hang on a minute, but, we haven't got the song for you.
What, you mean the jingle?
Yeah, well, there should be there's a jingle for Chris to do his quote of the day, but there's not and also, Chris, John would like to do a quote of the day instead of you. How do you feel about that?
Is it a good quote?
Of course. Your quotes are always rubbish, Chris. Mine are obviously less than your ones.
He's got a point. Well, let's. I think we should try him, Chris. And if he's any good, we'll book him as a regular.
Okay.
Away you go, John. What's your quote of the day to promote conversation?
Ernest Bevin, 1945. I am not prepared to sacrifice the British Empire because I know that if the British Empire fell, it would mean the standard of life of our constituents would fall considerably. Quoted by R. Palmer Dutt in The Crisis of Britain, page 80. Quoted by Harpal Brar in Social Democracy, the Enemy...
Agent Chris, 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 Agent Chris. It's Agent Chris's quote of the day. He didn't get the gig. What is your quote of the day, Chris?
If you're over 50, you shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Oh, if you're over 50, you should not be allowed to drive. I kind of agree with that. Malcolm, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes, very much so. Can I read out my poem now? It's very short.
I'd rather you didn't.
Right, I respect your...
Thank you. He respects my what, we'll never know. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Yeah, if you're over 50, you shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, first time caller.
Are you eating?
Yeah, chewing gum, sorry.
Will you spit it out?
Okay, gone. Now, you mentioned a few minutes earlier about what you do if you break down on the motorway and you can't get to the whole shoulder.
Yeah.
Because it actually happened to me.
Oh, crumbs.
A lorry came and parked at the left-hand lane, and another lorry came and parked in the right-hand lane, stopped all the traffic behind me, and pushed me to the side.
The lorries did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice, isn't it?
That's unusual, isn't it?
It is unusual. Those guys are normally, they're sods generally on the road, I find. Well, that's very kind of them.
Yeah.
Would you agree with Chris? If you're over 50, you shouldn't be allowed to drive?
No, because that only gives me 18 months.
Oh, there's an old man. There's an old man on the loose. Are you an old man tied to a tree? No, old man on the loose. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hiya, is that Ian?
Yes?
Hey, I just want to say, you said earlier that you didn't think that any 15-year-olds thought you were cool, but I'm 15 and I think you're great.
Hey, nice one, man. Thank you very much. Where the hell are you?
I'm from Epsom.
But what's that noise?
That's the boss.
Oh, okay. That's
coming home from school.
It sounds like you're in Baghdad or something.
Yeah, it's pretty rumbly.
Hey, well, listen, man, thank you very much. That's very kind.
No problem.
Cheers, fella. There we go. See, I'm cool. Hep to the scene with the kids. Bloody num-nums. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Ian, do you know what the one thing worse than boy racers is?
No.
Girl racers. That is just about the worst look in the world, isn't it?
I've got not a clue what he was talking about. Not a clue what he was, Yes, line 7.
Hello?
Hello there, line 7.
Who's that?
It's Iain Lee, you're on the wireless.
Oh, really? How amazing. Hello, Ian.
Hello.
I take great exception to your friend Chris saying anyone over 50. I'm well over 50. I'm 59.
Oh, God almighty.
Yeah. And I'm not your Mr. Average, you see. And you shouldn't generalise, or Chris shouldn't generalise with people over 50, because I'll wipe the floor with him any day if he wants to meet me in a car somewhere.
Good point. So, again, you're agreeing that people over 50 are too violent to be in charge of cars?
They're too what, Ian? Sorry?
Too violent!
No,
and deaf!
Oh, I'm very, very safe, but I'm a better driver than your agent, Chris, any day of the week.
I've seen Chris drive. He's a good driver.
Okay. But how old is he?
He's about... Have you turned 19 yet, Chris? No, he's
Not yet.
Not yet. He's just a few months shy of 19.
Well, the comments he's coming out with is more like 9.
Well, to be honest, you're doing yourself no favours. You've implied violence. You've challenged him to a race. He's the more responsible driver out of the two of you. I definitely...
Started it by saying people over 50.
And there we go. And his comeback is, he started it. It's 5:38.
It's time for the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Hello, London. It's Jamie from the Charlton, the Stuff You Don't Know correspondent, and here's the stuff you don't know. Ooh, Uber. Tim Allen's real name is Tim Allen Dick. The first McDonald's in UK was in Woolwich. The oldest goldfish was 41 years old. Despite water shipped down, humans are the only animals that cry. Saddam Hussein married his cousin, and ducks' quack doesn't echo, and no one knows why. Ian, when I'm older, I want to be just like you, man.
Yes.
This is Matt in the Heathrow, the kart fishing and UFC correspondent. Latest news and excuse to blow my own trumpet. At 4 a.m. Sunday morning, I got a screaming run on my middle rod, which was sitting on a PVA bag full of halibut pellets and tiger nuts. 20 minutes later, I was having my photo taken with a new personal best of 25 pounds and 12 ounces of leather carp. And to the previous correspondent, when people do stuff that people don't know, they do know about the oldest goldfish because I did it about 6 months ago.
Screaming run on my middle rock. Wow.
This is Kev from the Windsor, the WWE Uber correspondent, and here is my update. Unforgiven 2006 is in the history books as 14,500 fans witnessed the event last night at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto. Two major highlights from the show were the Hell in a Cell match, which featured Vince and Shane McMahon with The Big Show versus DX, consisting of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. This was a superb match with some excellent spots throughout and thoroughly entertaining to watch. Then to the main event and the WWE Championship up for grabs in a tables, ladders and chairs match featuring Edge and John Cena. 25 minutes of mayhem ensued with some spectacular high-risk spots from both men, which ended with Cena recapturing the championship belt from Edge.
That's the end. I pressed the wrong thing. That's fine. We can do that, and we can say that we've done it, and we can be proud that we've muffed up. That's what makes Britain great, is the fact that we muff up. God damn it. I'm going to take your call straight to air for the rest of the show, just because it's been an odd one. Not necessarily a bad show. I wouldn't say that. Whoa! I wouldn't go that far. It's not like it's last Wednesday, for God's sakes. That was a stinker. I think they're giving refunds back as well. If you've subscribed to the premium podcast and you got last Wednesday's show, I think they're giving like 8 pence back. So do get in touch with the relevant authorities. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, Line 9.
Is that Ian?
Yes.
Hi, Ian. It's Orazio from Southfield.
Hello, Orazio.
I just rang to say congratulations on your show. It's absolutely brilliant.
Well, that's very kind of you. What the hell is that hum noise?
This is a cordless phone-in.
It's not a very good one, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, is it? Are all your phone calls plagued by that hum?
They're not actually, because I'm ringing from upstairs.
For the last 4 years, when I've used my house phone, it's always been weird. It sounded like it's on speakerphone, or it sounded very distant, or it sounded very crackly, or whatever. But then because I've got broadband, I hadn't plugged the phone into one of those, like, diffuser type things.
Right.
And I've done that. I've got perfect signal. I've had a rubbish phone for 4 years, and it turns out it was all my fault.
Well, this isn't a bad phone. It's just, it's only occasionally it goes like this.
Oh. Well, Orazio, thank you very much for that. Line number 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, line 5.
Hi, Ian. I just calling you to say you are great, man. I still remember the program you made on Friday or on Thursday, and you dedicate that single to your mom. Yes. That was lovely, man. You are great. Take care, my man.
Thank you very much. What's happened here is we've had no calls all day, and now we're awash with love. I'm covered in love. What have we got here? Oh, no. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. It's Daniel in the Romford. I've phoned up to make my peace with you.
Why do you want to make peace with me?
We had a bit of a tete-a-tete about Chris's quote of the day last week.
Oh, yes. You were arguing about the definition of a quote.
Well, that's it. I can't concede that it's a quote, but...
You have to apologise.
Well, what I have got to do is I've got to concede that you've unveiled the alternatives to today, and they're not looking good.
It's a scary world out there, isn't it?
Hail Agent Chris.
Oh, Chris, do we accept Daniel's, not an apology, but his kind of kowtowing?
Only if he sings it.
Can you sing a peacemaking offering?
You want me to sing a peacemaking offering?
Yes, please.
I'd like to apologise. There. I think that's about it.
We accept that, Daniel. Good lad. Well done. 0870 909 0973.
Here's how to get an upgrade on Max.
Hi.
Hello.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
OK, make sure you keep them clean.
Easily.
This is Iain Lee.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
We've had this before, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's none of your business.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
Yes, you need to get a slightly better line, Arnold. I can't hear you from all the way from California there. Yes, line 4.
Hi, it's John Barnes.
Hello.
Hi. New isotonic Lucozade Sparks gets you a thirst fast.
Wow, it really was the John Barnes, quoting his isotonic Lucozade advert from about 12 years ago. Fantastic. That's cool. Yes, line 9.
Hi, Ian. It's Ken here. Just to let you know, I was going down the motorway in my car, and I blew the engine up, and all the smoke came out, and a hole through the engine, and I was on the fast lane, and I couldn't see where I was going, so I crashed.
OK, well, thanks for that. Good story. Right. Cheers. Excellent. Yes, line 7. Line 7.
Hello. Hammersmith Geratery closed due to a gas leak. I'd like to apologise to the motorist. It was the beans.
Did someone just make a fart joke? Where's that David Hasselhoff single? I've got it somewhere. Yes, line 8.
Hi, this is Mildred. I think you ought to let Cosmic Malcolm read out his poem.
Cosmic Malcolm?
Yeah, from Brixton.
No, poems are rubbish, and anyone who calls himself Cosmic Malcolm must be a muppet.
Oh, that's not a very nice thing to say at all.
No, he must be an idiot.
He must be feeling really bad now you've said that.
He probably isn't even listening.
I'm his mother.
Oh, dear. Hell's teeth. Line 5, you're on the wireless. No, you're not. OK. Yes, line 10. Right. I'm going to dig out that David Hasselhoff single in a minute. We'll have a little bit of that. Let's see what's in here. Let's go to... Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian, bro.
Is that Dude?
Yeah, bro, what's happening?
Hey, Dude, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing bad, man. I found out some news about my mate Snatch.
OK, what news is that?
Snatch is moving.
Really? Where to, man?
Forward most of the time, but occasionally he goes sideways and backwards.
OK, well, best of luck there. I've not got a clue. What is going on today? This is the oddest show. Not a bad one, I wouldn't say that, but a really odd one today. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello there.
Oh. Hello?
Hello there.
Hi there. Oh.
Yes, line 8.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Is that Ian?
Yes, it is.
Ian, I was talking to you about 10 minutes ago. I either got cut off or lost contact with you.
Right.
I was the aggressive man you said about the driving.
Oh, yes, you were wanting to challenge my young friend to a fight or something.
Well, I mean, when you're over 50 and some idiot says, people over 50 shouldn't be on the road, you do get a bit annoyed, don't you?
But they shouldn't be, should they? I'm kind of on his side on this.
I know you're trying to wind me up, but...
Well, no, it's not at all. I genuinely... This is Chris's quote of the day, and I genuinely agree with him.
Okay, what's it based on? What's happened to him? Has somebody cut him up?
I don't know. Shall we ask him?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's see. Chris, Ray wants to know if someone's cut you up.
Person over 50 cut me up.
Person over 50 cut him up.
Okay. How did he know it was over 50?
Because he looked really old, I'm guessing. Did he look really old?
They look really old.
There we go.
Do people over 50 always look really old?
Yeah, people over 40 look old.
Really?
Yes. They do, though. Come on, you...
God, I don't know what circles you mix in, old chap.
Well, I don't mix in circles with old people, that's for sure.
Really? Okay. Well, I dread to think what you're going to look like when you're 50.
I'm going to be crying my eyes out and drinking myself to sleep every night, wishing I was young or dead.
Yeah, it's a bit of a generalisation to say people of over 50 shouldn't be on the road, because you could say, well, you know, people around 22 shouldn't be on the road because they cause more havoc than anybody over 50.
Well, they're better drivers than people over 50, though, really, aren't they?
Rubbish.
Of course they are, because they've just done their driving test. They've still got the proper knowledge to do with that.
They're bombing around
and they also let people finish their sentences, and they're therefore not as rude as people.
Okay, all right, Ian, carry on.
And they let people finish their sentences. And they're not as rude or as sarcastic as people over 50 would seem to be, as people over 50 would seem to be, as portrayed by you.
Well, maybe people like me are pissed off with people.
Oh, whoa. And also, they wouldn't use bad language on the radio when there are kids listening. Are you mental? We've got young people listening.
Well, I must be mental for tuning in, I guess.
I don't want you using language. He's going to put the phone down. He put the phone down. Jeez, what a loser. That man has serious anger issues, proper anger issues. He couldn't get a grip on that at all, could he? He's like that 15-year-old we had last night. We had to keep dumping for swearing. He's worse than the 15-year-old who didn't know better. That guy, how old was that guy? Was he 59 or something?
He was over 50.
He was well old. And he's got a potty mouth like that. Shame. What was his name? Ray in South Norwood. Shame on you, Ray. Shame on you. Yeah. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah, it's all down to this woman. What a quality question that car salesman asked her. For a woman, no, think about it.
Yes.
You know, what do you want that for?
Sat-nav,
For a
yeah.
woman.
Yeah.
You're driving along the road, you're checking your mirrors, you don't even know what your indicator's for, you don't even know what gear you are, you're going up and down.
Yes.
Stop at the traffic lights, you wave to the woman. What time you got to look so you can look at your satellite navigation?
Yes.
What a good question. What do you want that for?
Yes.
You've never got time to look at it.
Yes. There's a lot of angry men out there today. I'm not going to be angry with that man because I don't want to add to the aggression already inherent on the show. But there's a lot of people in pain out there, and I'm glad they're choosing to call me. Thanks.
As an investor, you want a property that looks fantastic.
You're on the wireless.
Hi Ian, it's Gus from the Surbiton.
Hello, Gus.
I was just coming up. Your Uber correspondent here about telling us things we didn't know.
Yes.
He was wrong.
Ducks, quacks do echo.
They do.
Yes, yes, they do, don't they?
What a fool.
I suspect I may have to demote him for that error.
I think you should definitely be demoted from an Uber correspondent to just a bog standard correspondent.
Thank you, Gus. I should think about that. Yeah, ducks, quacks do echo. It's a myth that they don't echo. Look at you nodding and shaking along with me as though you know what I'm talking about. I took a duck to a mountain once to hear it, and it's true, it does echo. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello there.
Yeah, Ian, it's John. We're on the M25.
Yes.
And you've just been proved right. Because we've just queued up for 5 miles, and there's some poor old dear, well over 50, just had a smash up.
Well, thank you very much. Obviously, we wish her no harm at all. We hope everyone is all right in that situation. But proof, if proof be needed, in the proof pie. Yes, line 10.
We wish no harm at all. We hope everyone is all right.
No, you're a little bit too slow. Line 6, you're on the wireless. My screen's going a little bit slow. I don't know what that's all about. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yes?
Just need to let you know, I just want to ask you something, right? One, why is the show so crap today? And two, I've got into Lost. Now, I wanted to know, is it worth me buying the DVDs or just buying...
Oh, very rude, man. I don't want to talk to you. If you missed the show today, it sounded like this.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Fumi's in the Wimbledon.
Hello, that is me, Fumi.
That is-
Fumi Banjo. F-U...
There we go. F you.
But the Fonz is supposed to be doing pantomime in Wimbledon.
Philip, would you be impressed if I told you I've already got tickets for it? Why is no one called in today? What have I done wrong?
I don't know, is it because we're talking about trophies?
Someone who's got no trophies whatsoever is David in Croydon.
I've got winners' trophies, you've got runners-up trophies, mate. Runner-up to Clive Bull and Mike Mendoza.
In the words of Gary Glitter, do you want to touch me there? That was one of his songs, can you believe that? He was giving us clues, he was telling us in the 70s, and yet we didn't listen, instead we just danced.
What is it all about? I don't understand these strange people.
Yeah, exactly, that's what it's all about. Pinicky and finicky.
Panickety.
Pinickety.
No, panickety.
Panickety.
Yeah, or finicky.
Beautiful sunshine, beautiful sky, beautiful people, beautiful life. That's why I'm living on the beach.
I could just be a madman on the radio, which would be unheard of.
Yes. It's been alright. It's just been a bit quiet on the calls. But that's fine. It's always fine, you know. Well, the show's not been crap at all. That person was very, very rude. It's been quite a good show today. It continues, though. We're going to have Triple M for the rest of the show. 0870 90 90 973. You call up, as you have done for the last 20 minutes or so, and your calls go straight to air. I should remind you, we don't want bad language. If you do swear, we can dump you so it doesn't get broadcast. And the same thing goes if you're libelous. And also, I can ban you from calling in the station again. Or you can call in, but you won't get answered. So, 0870 90 90 973. Take your call straight to air after the latest LBC 97.3 news. No, 9090973 is the number. If you want to give us a call, straight to line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Lee, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Have you seen the Season 3 previews on YouTube for Lost yet?
Of Lost, yes, I have. I like the 15-second one best.
Yes, or have you also seen the supposedly secret footage that was recorded?
I've seen, yes, the Alba Hanso film, and then it gets a bit silly at the end with that silly woman who filmed
Yes.
stuff, and she's a rubbish actress, yes.
What have you made of them?
Well, it's good to see Hanso, and it's I think it kind of tells you what the island is for.
Yeah.
But the girl who films them, Rachel Blake, is a rubbish actress.
Yeah, I got a bit confused from it, to be honest, really. I like to read up on what's going on, but I'm getting a bit confused now. Just the wait between the series is just...
We're 2 weeks away from the new series, my friend.
I'm counting down. I've got them noted on my calendar.
Cheers, I've got to move on. I'm very excited. Sorry, talking about Lost. I'm very excited about that. 2 weeks away from the new series. If you've got a friend in America who can tape it for you. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hi, who's this?
This is Ian. Who's this?
Is it really Ian?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, hi.
Hi.
You right?
Yep.
Wow, I've been waiting here for ages, and no one picked up the phone, and I was beginning to think I dialed the wrong number, but you just picked up the phone.
I just picked up the phone. You dialed the right number. What do you want?
I don't know, I just wanted to say hello.
Well done. Line number 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, line number 1.
That's you.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's you. What do you want? Too late. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hello there.
Hello.
How you doing, Ian?
Yeah, good.
Oh, good, mate. I just wanted to let you know that the gas leak at Hammersmith smells like Horlicks.
Okay.
Just like to let you know, and everyone else, so if you open your windows, there's a lovely aroma which takes you through the actual terrible traffic, basically.
Okay, well that's nice to know. Maybe this is some kind of new traffic calming thing. If there are jams, pump Horlicks through the atmosphere. That might be quite... I do like a bit of Horlicks, actually. You ever had Horlicks, Chris?
No.
What are you saying it like you're grinning for? Yes, line 5.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Have you heard, on the weakest link,
they're on their 1,000th show now. So I heard you was on the Weakest Link before.
I was on show number 674.
Yeah. Are you going to go back to go in the audience?
No.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Yeah, I shan't be doing that. Why would I want to do that? Yes, line 4.
Good evening, this is Pitcher Phil with baseball news. In last night's action, it was Toronto over Tampa Bay 5-3, Pittsburgh over the Mets 3-0, and Boston over the Yankees 5-4. Tonight it's the Yankees against Toronto and Pittsburgh against the Mets. More news soon.
Pass it on. Excellent stuff. Thank you, Pitcher Phil. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Right.
Yep.
I'm knackered.
Me too. Do you want to turn your radio off?
There. Yeah. What's up?
What? I'm waiting for you to say something. You've called in.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the show today. How was it?
Yeah, it was a really good one, actually. Really good one, yeah.
Was it one of the best?
It was in the top 5.
Okay.
Oh. Partly because you weren't listening to it.
Oh, right. I'll be listening to the podcast then.
Oh, well, it'll be worse on the podcast.
Okay. Call later then. Bye.
Well, you can call into the podcasts if you want.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, if you're listening on the MP, this is to anyone, but particularly to you, if you're listening to the podcast, you can call in by calling 0870 9090 973 and then put an extra 1 at the end.
Okay.
And that'll put you straight through to the podcast.
And who'll be on the other side?
Well, I will be.
Okay.
It's a new technology they've got.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, bye.
Bye. She's a strange girl, isn't she? Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. It's Kev again.
Hello, Kev.
Yeah, I just rung up because regarding last night's Triple M show.
Yes.
I kind of sort of made an embarrassing boo-boo. Normally on a Sunday night, Ian, I have the LBC number typed into my phone.
Uh-oh.
To just press redial.
Here we go.
So, yeah, when I actually heard Verinda and Graham come on the wireless for the first time,
yeah,
dialed the number, thinking I got through to LBC. It started ringing straight away. Didn't think nothing of it. I thought, just luck. So,
yeah,
started ringing, and then within about 10 seconds, a man answered at the other end of the line. So I presumed that it was Verinda.
You thought you'd
or
got through?
Graham.
Yes.
So 2 minutes into that conversation, or when the phone answered, I was whittling away to myself, thinking I was talking to the two of them.
Right.
In fact, I was talking to the Golden Curry in Eton, which I contacted Saturday night to order a delivery.
Oh, dear God almighty.
I think the word Muppet springs to mind.
Uber Muppet, definitely. What a fool. Yes, line 4.
Line 4? Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Stephen, I got on. Right, I wanted to ask you a question. You sound like an intelligent bloke.
I'm very intelligent.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, so I wanted to know, I've just graduated from university. Do you think I should go to Dubai and earn loads of money or work up in London?
Doing what?
Interior design, darling.
Oh, go to Dubai.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But there's loads of Arabs there.
Okay, what? That was a little bit of racism, wasn't it? Dear God, we'll go anywhere that isn't my show, darling. I don't want to... Jeez, what? Of course it's full of Arabs. It's Dubai. That's where they live. That's where they're from. Of course it's full of them. If you don't... Oh, God, I've been thrown by a racist. Very rarely does that happen. She graduated from college in interior design? All you do is go put some blue there, a bit of yellow, and get rid of that. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Ian, can you just say me James O'Brien, Slush Puppies?
You want James O'Brien Slush Puppies?
Oh, I'd love it.
Hang on a second, let's see if we can find out. Okay, here we go.
Slush Puppy, hey!
Oh, gets me every time.
Yeah, good lad, there we go. It does get better every time. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Oh, I've got a question for you.
It's full of Arabs?
What?
I can't believe she said that. I'm offended. Yes, line 4.
Yeah, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Right. If you have 2 slices of bread, it's a sandwich, right?
2 slices of bread is a sandwich, yes.
If you cut that in half, do you consider that 2 sandwiches or still the 1 sandwich?
It's still the 1 sandwich. That's one round of sandwich.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them there.
No, it's still 1 sandwich.
No, if you bring it cut in half into work, you'd say you have 2 sandwiches.
No, I would say I have oh yeah, I suppose you've got a good point actually there. If you eat them immediately after the cutting, that's one sandwich. If the
You can't separate it like that. That's wrong.
What?
You can't separate it like that. That's wrong. It has to be one rule.
No, it doesn't have to be one rule. Of course not. If you eat it immediately after the cutting, it's one sandwich. If there is a period of time between cutting and eating, then it's two sandwiches.
What's the period of time?
35 minutes.
No, I think that there's wrong, because at the end of the day, no matter how long you left it, you're still eating the same amount of sandwiches.
No, but you're not listening to me, are you?
I'm trying to explain to you.
But don't explain what? I'm right.
No, because you said I had a fair point a minute ago.
Yeah, but I was just confused for a second. 0870 9090 973. It's full of Arabs! Jeez almighty, that's why we've had no calls. We've got a bunch of racists listening today.
Now you can take the...
Hi.
Hello, Line 7.
I think you're really mean and...
Oh, blimey.
Oh,
Go on, what else is your dad telling you to say?
old people aren't rubbish drivers. They're not... What? Well, my grandma's not rubbish.
I bet she is.
Because I bet you're not very good at driving either, are you?
I've never had a crash in my life.
I bet you have.
Well, listen, that's not an argument. I've never had a crash.
Bet you have.
Okay, is that the best you can do?
Yeah.
Okay, I win. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian, mate.
I should have kept the young person, because that young person argues better than this idiot.
Hello, Ian.
That last caller...
Fire, Ian.
That last caller is better at arguing than you are.
Ian.
Hello.
Losing it, aren't you?
Yes, John.
You're losing it.
I'm losing nothing, my friend.
You've got little kids ringing and having a fight with you now.
Yes, that's right, John. Go on, what's your point? What's your beef today?
My beef? I just listened last night. I fell asleep when I was hearing you having all beef last night with people.
Yeah, a lot of kids phoning and swearing, which is very naughty, isn't it?
I know, but then you've got a little kid ringing in and having a go at you again.
It's good though that young people phone into speech-based radio, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's good, but
I think that's brilliant. I think that's brilliant that a young kid. How old was that kid? Let's be generous and say 7. A 7-year-old phoned in to have an argument with me. Don't you think that is brilliant?
Well,
I think that's genius.
What they want to argue about.
I know. It doesn't matter what they want to argue about. I genuinely think that's a fantastic thing that a young kid under the age of 10 has got the guts to... the argument wasn't the strongest argument, but that person will learn. And that person is already a lot better at arguing than you will ever be.
Oh, I'm not here to argue. I'm just here to tell you that you're going down in fire.
What does that... I'm burning. What does that mean, John?
You've been shot out of the sky. Ooh. You know?
No, I don't know what you mean. That means nothing.
Carry on listening. More callers are ringing and having a fight with you, mate.
Well, no, hang on. There was the silly old sausage, there was a child, and there's you. And there's you every single day. And the thing is, you listen every day, and you phone in every day to have a go at me. But here's a revolutionary idea for you. See if you can dig this. This might blow your mind. Guess what? There are other radio stations. You can go and listen to other radio stations.
Not as good as this one. I listen to other radio stations.
But if you don't like the show, John, if you don't like the show...
I said I keep telling you I love the show.
Then why are you always...
You go down in flames.
Oh, you're such a weird, pervy bloke. You're creepy. Ooh, creepy, dirty man. Dirty!
I'll get you a call tomorrow.
Yes, I'm sure you will, John.
You'll have a nice day.
Yeah. He's scary. He's like that uncle that... You know, some families have weird uncles. That's your Uncle John. Don't stay in the room when you're home with him, all right? It's a bit weird. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. Ninjas or pirates?
Sorry? Witches or pirates, did he say? I would suppose I'd have to say pirates, really. If he said wizards or pirates, then it gets a bit trickier there, doesn't it? Oh, look, John, who phoned in last night. He's calling in. John, you're not getting on the air, mate, and I've still got your phone number, so I don't know what you're doing. That's you there. Cut him off like that. Yes, Line 8, you're on the wireless.
I'm offended.
By what?
By that girl who said a bunch of Arabs.
Yes, I'm offended as well.
Why didn't you dump it?
Because I wanted to let people know that there are racist idiots out there.
And listen to your show.
That listen to my show, unfortunately, and hey, dig this. It's my sole mission to rid the world of those idiots.
Yeah, well, I wish you succeed.
I wish I succeed too.
All right, then.
Can I count on your support?
Yes.
Together we can beat racism.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
All right then, brother.
There we go. That was nice, wasn't it, eh? Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Yes.
Mate, it's Johnny Utah. I can't believe the youth of today. I can't believe these little kids get away with blue murder like that.
Are you being fired at?
Am I being what?
I can hear a machine gun in the background.
No, it's not. It's just where I work. I work quite in a very top secret area.
Wow, spooky.
Yeah, I can actually stop bullets from hitting me, but it's all right. It's not too bad.
What kid got away with blue murder?
Well, the one that came on here and was basically telling you, had a good go at you, basically.
Yeah, well, you know, what can
How
you
do
do?
you let him get away with that? I mean, I don't know. What can you do? What can
you do? You can't hit him anymore. That's against the law. Yep. Never did me any harm. Line 4, you're on the wireless. No, you're not. You're too slow. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
It's George Galloway here.
Hello, George.
Hi. I just want to say that I'm the mother and you're the daddy.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
I just want to say that.
Hello?
Hello. Turn your radio off.
Daddy. Okay, lovely.
Okay. I'm an Arab, and I just called to say no worries. It's not really a big deal.
Hey, nice one, man. Thank you.
No problem. Although it is the Arab Emirates,
yes,
so there are a few Arabs there.
Oh, what does that mean? Oh. Let's go to line 5. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Hello there.
Old people can't drive to save their lives, and anyone who thinks they can are lying.
Excellent, good argument. Well made. They probably could to save their life. If they had to drive to save their life, they'd probably have a good crack at it. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Yes.
Hey. Ow! Your head is like a mushy pea. Ow! Hey. Sit. Napan sit.
Lovely. Yes, line 7.
G'day, mate. Would you want to hear the old wobble board tonight, mate?
Yeah, let's have a bit of the wobble board.
Okay. Tommy Kangaroo down, sport. Tommy Kangaroo down. Do you know what it is yet, boys and girls?
Yes, thank you. That's nice. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, turn your radio off.
Okay, sorry. My name's Sophia.
Sophia?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and you cut me off the first time I tried to call, and today's my 16th birthday.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and I cut you off there as well. So happy birthday. Yes, line 10, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Sid from Essex. A question for you. What's correct? The yolk of an egg is white or the yolk of an egg are white?
Neither. The yolk of an egg is yellow.
Oh, you are the man, aren't you?
I'm too clever for you. Too clever for him. The albumin is white. Have I said that right? Albumin? Yeah, I think I said it right. Wicked. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello. Most Goths are Dracula enthusiasts.
Excuse me?
Most Goths are Dracula enthusiasts.
Goths are Dracula enthusiasts?
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, they are very.
Yeah.
You look good in black and long, very tall and that. It looked really good.
Yeah.
He's seen as a very sexual man, Dracula.
Very sexual, yes.
Mm. I've been in that pub, as you said. You were talking about the Goths, but they are basically Dracula enthusiasts.
But you're right, the vampire films are sexy.
Mm.
I always, as a kid, in some of the films from the 70s, there would be sexy lady vampires, and you...
As well.
I would give up my neck for a bit of that.
Mm.
Mm.
You could even have your teeth filed into Dracula-type
You
things.
can. Perverts do that, yes.
No, not necessarily pervert.
No, but weirdos.
Yeah, but I find that Dracula was a very sexual being of all the horror movies and films.
Yes, more sexual than the Wolfman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or Frankenstein's monster.
Of course, he's got that sort of charisma.
When Frankenstein was building the monster, did he give him a ding-dang?
Well, we'll never know about that.
No, we don't know, do we? We don't see the Frankenstein monster ding-dang.
Well, it was a woman that wrote the Frankenstein
So she
novel.
probably wouldn't know about them.
Mary Shelley.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then.
Thanks for that. Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That was good, wasn't it? We got a little bit further there. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Gringo, you want some chili?
I could murder some chili today.
Okay.
Lovely, thank you. Line 8, you're on the wire. Oh, no, you're not. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello there.
Yeah, Ian.
Yes.
I've got a little quiz for you.
Okay,
I've got two coins in my hand.
Yes.
Okay. They both add up to 15p.
Yes.
But one of them is not a 10p. What is the answer?
Well, one of them's a 5p and one of them's a 10p.
No, one of them's not a 10p.
No, the other one's a 10p.
Oh, right, then you've got me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, what's this? Schoolboy pranks day? Dear God almighty. Let's quickly take this one. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hey, Ian, it's Sammy Davis Jr.
Sammy Davis, we've only got 5 seconds.
What's happening, man? You stopped playing my new record.
Yes, well, maybe we'll play a bit more. Clive Bull at 8, big quiz at 7, nightly news next. I shall see you tomorrow at 3. Thank you very much and good night.
This show is completely. If Iain Lee in any way approaches being funny,